Hey guys, welcome back. Today's episode of The Read is being brought to you by Squarespace. If you need to create a new website, I know lots of y'all are black entrepreneurs, or some of y'all ain't black, whatever. You know, like y'all are creating things and you need a place to put it. So build your new website with Squarespace, whether it's for work or personal blog, curating content, selling products, or offering unique services. Squarespace makes it easy to create a website that is perfect for you, and we mean easy. Head to squarespace.com/read for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's offer code READ to save 10% of your first purchase of a website or domain. You deserve a new website, so build it beautiful with Squarespace. Now let's move on.
Hey y'all, support for today's episode also comes from Talkspace. Talkspace is the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere and at any time. There's no commute, no leaving the office, no squeezing in an appointment during your lunch hour, and of course, no judgments. With Talkspace, therapy is as easy as sending your therapist a text message. I feel like I'm obsessed with therapy these days. It's like all I can talk about in every conversation. You can match with your perfect therapist today for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, and make sure you go to Talkspace.com/read for a special offer on Talkspace today. Talkspace, it's therapy for how we live today. Check them out. And now let's start the show.
Look, I could deal with losing some of my memory. If I didn't have to remember what's the name over here, I wouldn't care.
That's the whole line?
Yeah.
That's all you're giving me?
Mm-hmm. It's really easy.
I mean, my first thought is Sophia.
Okay.
Because she was the oldest. So
True.
Losing memory, it makes sense.
All of them dealt with old things.
But it also
had a hearing loss.
It feels like it could also be Rose.
Rose had all kinds of issues.
Is that's really the whole line? Damn you. Okay.
There's that's not the whole line, but if I say the next part, it's going to give away who it is.
Okay.
Which is difficult because so many of the funniest lines in this show, it's so evident if you watch enough of the show who it is. I feel like that's why I can't do a Rose quote, because all of my favorite Rose quotes, well, that's not true. Some of my favorite Rose quotes are when she's pissed, but most of my favorite Rose quotes are obviously Rose.
Right. All right. I'm just going to say Sophia. Final answer.
That's right.
Oh, thank you, God. Woo! I was really shook.
An episode, I think, of season 5. It's called Clinton Avenue Memoirs. This is the episode where Sophia is dealing with the fact that she's losing bits of her memory and she starts to forget things about her late husband, Salvador. The thing that sets her over the edge is when she's looking through old pictures with Dorothy, and they're looking at her kitchen, and Dorothy says, "Oh, look at the pantry. Do you remember what Pop put behind the pantry?" And Sophia said what she thought it was, and it was wrong. Oh. What did she think was behind the pantry? Which led them to flying to Brooklyn to go look at the house so that they could re-jump her memories. What did she think was behind? The whole episode was that she was like, I know that my husband did this for me. I'll never forget it. It was behind that pantry. What was it?
I don't remember. I have no idea. But I do remember this episode. It wasn't food, was it?
That's what he left behind in the pantry.
Oh my God.
Food.
Spaghetti or something. Spaghetti and cheesecake is all they talk about.
It was a carving that said Sal loved Sophia.
Oh, isn't that precious?
And she was wrong. It was actually where he kept the height of all of the kids.
See, now that makes a lot more sense.
But she just had it mixed up. In the end of the episode, she realizes that the carving was behind the door in the closet in their bedroom, not the kitchen.
Okay. That episode is vaguely familiar. I haven't seen it a million times, but I
try to skip it because it's one of those really emotional episodes. I don't like that episode. Not that I don't like it, but that episode always punches me. And then the one where Phil's funeral, where Sophia kind of had to deal with the fact that her son was a cross-dresser and she always resented it or tried to avoid it.
Oh yeah, and that scene with his wife. I remember that.
She hated the wife because she blamed it on her when she really never
I was
accepted
just,
it.
loving and accepting of your son, and you weren't. So what's up, bitch?
They had buried him in a teddy.
Oh my God!
He was in a casket in a teddy.
Wasn't they showing out at the funeral? It was like a bunch of queens was at the funeral.
A bunch of his poker club. They all came in
oh Lord,
full like funeral gowns.
The Golden Girls.
But the wife was like, "Isn't it a beaut?" Talking about the teddy, like she loved, she supported him.
She did.
Sophia was the one with her issues.
She was a real one, and that also. So, yeah, those are harder episodes to watch. But wow, what
plenty others, but whatever. That's
good.
Not the point. Golden Girls is great. Catch up. Welcome back. I am Assad Khalid.
I am Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh gosh, what an icon! What two icons!
I didn't even finish watching the.
I haven't started.
Okay, I only saw a few clips, and I was already in my feelings. So I was like, "Oh no, I got to wait."
Yeah, I've seen little clips.
I got to wait on this.
But I think the first full episode just came out. It's 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
I think it's just titled Motherhood. I think that's the one where she sits down with Will Smith's ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's going to be just that conversation or if it's going to. I know that I saw clips of her having conversation with her mom and with Willow.
I saw her and Willow, and was that her mama or Trey's mama? It was another woman at the table too.
The ones that I saw were her mama, who looks like she could be her big sister, and then her daughter.
Okay, yeah, because with whatever it was, Jada was talking and Willow was in the background yeah,
they stand for each other. The three of them stand for each other.
I love it. Oh, I love it so much.
I'll never forget when I met Jada Pinkett. Oh my God.
What? When was this?
Bitch, when I hosted the Jhené Aiko concert.
Oh, right.
And Willow opened.
Yes, that's right. You told me.
And I walked out. Y'all were there.
Oh my God. Yes, now I remember. God, that seemed so long ago. SZA was there?
Yeah, she opened too.
Oh my God. Wow. That feels like a million years ago.
At what is now called the PlayStation Theater. I think at the time it was Best
I won't ever call
Theater.
it that, right?
I will because I love PlayStation. But yeah, I walked out and went to go introduce Willow and was like, oh, she comes. I think I said something like, she comes from a long line of way better than you or something like that. And then I saw Jada earlier backstage, but of course I stood on the complete opposite side of the room as to not aggravate her with my presence. So afterwards, I think she was taking her baby home because at the time Willow was still quite young.
Right. So she was like, we're opening and then we're going home.
Before, I think it was an opening because the internet also.
Yeah, the internet. So oh God, what a show that was.
It was lit.
That was such a good show.
It was 3 acts before Jhené. And I think maybe when the internet or SZA was on, she was saying her goodbye.
Time to go.
The girls were
get
leaving.
her to get.
And she came up to me. She saw me. And she came up to me. And she's just I talked about this on the show before.
Well, I'm sure you did, but I totally forgot about that moment.
I don't even remember exactly what she said to me. She was just you did your thing, or you were funny. And she gave me half of the Wakanda Forever.
Oh my God. Yes.
And I was just you are everything. You're a goddess. This is everything to me. Thank you so much. I've lived for you since the beginning of time, since a different world. You're everything so much.
What a blessing bestowed upon your life.
Forever, I will take it with me.
Mm-hmm. Miss Tina smiled at me once, and I felt a similar way. So
same.
Yeah.
When I stalked them outside of Parkland. Worth it. I had never been to a Beyonce concert. I needed to see Beyonce in person for the first time in my life, and I did.
You did.
Up close and in person.
And then she touched you at Revel.
And then she touched me at Revel.
Ooh, look at your life.
I'm good. So, Black Excellence this week goes out to 3 DC high school students by the name of Michaela. I want to say your last name is Sharif. Sorry if it is not. India Skinner and Bria Snell. They are 17-year-old high school juniors that I believe go to Banneker High. I could have butchered that too.
Benjamin Banneker? That makes sense.
I think so. And so they received $4,000 from the city, courtesy of Mayor Muriel. I love that name.
Wow.
First of all, it is such a lit name and a classic old name. And then it's also the name of the lady in Courage the Cowardly Dog, which you know nothing about. Mm-mm. But
Okay.
Anyway, Muriel E. Bowser is the mayor, and she went ahead and dropped $4,000 on these high school students. They entered a NASA competition where they presented a method that would be used to purify lead-contaminated water in school drinking fountains. Lots of girls out here could use that, hint, hint. But of course, because these girls are black, they had to deal with haters and just racists and people being mad because black people are not allowed to do nice things, have nice things, or excel.
Or even be outside. The news has been fucking crazy this week. But anyway.
Anything. So I guess some idiot, loser, whack, racist, dumbass, inbred hick bastards on 4chan. How is that even still a website?
Right?
How is
4chan still a thing?
How does that still happen? Anyway, they decided that these black girls could not win. They wouldn't allow it, and used some sort of were recommending programs that could hack into the voting system and get some little privileged boys a boost in the voting. So much so that NASA actually had to shut down the voting early because they hacked it and ruined it. All because
because they could not stand the thought of black girls winning.
Just, no ma'am.
You could have done it like black people on the internet did, which was share the story and the link to vote. And hey, vote for these girls. Y'all could have shared it amongst all your little racist ass, MAGA ass friends. You could have been like, vote for this cracker in particular because we don't want those black girls to win. But no, you had to cheat about it. You couldn't just.
And for what?
And that's like NASA not gonna figure out that you niggas hacked into their system. Like, girl.
NASA.
It's like the University of Science. Who are you fooling over here?
What are you doing?
Racists are some dumbass.
It's just for what? So when I'll get back to this towards the end of the show, but it's just little dumb petty shit like this. Y'all want to blow shit like Black Lives Matter out of complete proportion and make it something that it is not, and act like black people are just piling into the street and wasting everybody's time and tax money. You having a good time over there?
Yeah, my bad. Everything's good.
Just put it on.
I'm just gonna put it on the floor.
When we peacefully go out in places or appear on shows or, school pep rallies or wherever else we gather together and say, hey, shit's fucked.
Right.
We are somehow still villains in those scenarios and racism doesn't exist. And then you have situations like this where it's not only just black people minding their business, but trying to do something good for people in general.
For children. They are girls.
But anyway, so the point is that these black girls are excellent.
They are.
They received $4,000 from the city amidst your racist hatred. NASA is expected to name the winners of the competition later in this month. I believe the winners are invited to their Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt for 2 days of workshops. And I think they also get $4,000. Well, they get $4,000 to cover expenses or something like that. But they get a cool scientific trip.
I've been to the Space Center, not that one. I went to the one in Houston as a kid, and it was very, very interesting. I am not a science or math or space-centered person, so a lot of it was just way over me. But I just am so, anytime there are young black kids doing something that they are passionate about and winning and being recognized, I am just so happy and proud.
Okay.
And excited for them.
That they volunteer at the city-funded Inclusive Innovation Incubator, which is a technology lab focused on diversity and entrepreneurship near Howard University. I'm reading this on the Washington Post. And their mentor at the incubator encouraged them to compete and supervise them on weekends as they built a prototype for the competition. So the $4,000 that they got from the mayor will be given to the incubator and used to help the students further develop their water filtration system. So if you thought that somehow your weird hacking shit was going to stop their grind, their hustle, their mission.
Right.
It isn't.
I mean, why would you even want to stop kids who are trying to purify water?
For what? What is...
Bitch, really? How are you mad at this?
But it's at the end of the day, there are full-grown-ass politicians who are out here making fun of kids for saying that we would like y'all to do something about motherfuckers coming and shooting us for nothing.
It's true.
So it's what is supposed to surprise me now? What?
That's true. That's true.
So I don't even.
And
it's
being
sad.
rewarded for it. Like,
right.
People are just, this world, this
it's
country,
sad and
a
it's
wreck
weird
and
it's a mess, but it's just kind of like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be shocked anymore. But congratulations to you beautiful young ladies. I'm inspired by you, and I cannot wait to see what you make with this water and
see what kind of
system.
impact you have on the world.
All right, so let's move on to our messy segment called Hot Tops and the Life of Pi.
Okay, I like it.
Sure. So first of all, let's see. Where do we go from here? Sanaa Lathan is still talking about not biting Beyonce. She spoke to Health Magazine and said, I would never do anything malicious like that to her or to anyone. I think it's the most absurd thing I've ever been involved with. Thank God I've been in this business for 20 years and I've had so many rumors about me. Well, I guess probably. In order to survive in this business, you just have to let it roll. So she's sticking to
so true.
Her guns here, or her gums, and, maintaining that she bit no one, especially not a Beyonce.
Well, I mean, so I don't have any reason to not believe Sanaa Lathan.
I'm going to, sure.
Like, there's no reason to think she's lying over and over about this. Maybe everybody was just like, we'll say Sanaa in order to not say who it really is. I don't know. I don't know.
Why not pick a white woman?
I feel like Sanaa has to be in on it, though. Like, she has to know who it really is.
Why would all of these black celebrities be like, let's just pick Sanaa Lathan?
I don't know.
Like, why not just pick like some frigid white Hollywood actress that nobody likes?
Because the white bitches are going to be like, no, it wasn't me. It was da-da-da.
True.
We need somebody who's going to be like, it wasn't me, and that's all I'm saying about it. I don't know. I'm not famous. I'm not in these
circles. A white
circles.
industry person would have been like, it certainly was not me, and not only am I suing, it was actually Gabrielle Union or somebody else.
Oh, Lord. Lena Dunham talking about, it was Gabrielle Union. Really, it was like Kyla Pratt or something, because she can't tell her black people apart. It would be something embarrassing like that, where they can't tell you who did it because they saw her face.
Then it would be worse, because Gabrielle would have to be like, okay, it absolutely was not me. It was Kyla. I was like, damn, bitch. Like, no, I'm not going out like that. Now, you should have just been watching where you put your fucking teeth.
Not my fault that racist white bitch can't tell us apart. I had to clear shit up, because y'all not going to be out here thinking
Gabrielle would
me.
probably actually be looking at Kyla, because black women are going to hold each other down unless you're Stacey Dash or another like coon.
Right.
Go look at Kyla like, so you going to let them...
So you going to let them do me like that, or you going to do the right thing?
A few more hours before I speak up. I suggest you figure it out.
I really think this is a black famous women in Hollywood circle secret that the rest of us...
I just don't understand. There have been okay, and then I also heard that Miss Tina's husband did some interview where he said it was nonsense and it never happened or something like that. But there are so many people who have said that it did, that were there. Tyler Perry talking about, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I know who it was. Like, how are so many people
Tyler Perry, the author of confusion. We just don't need it, sir. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know the truth.
Maybe Tyler Perry thinks it was his acrimony character.
Okay. See, you didn't have to. You didn't have to do this.
Thought it was Taraji and acrimony.
You did not have. See, Taraji did not deserve acrimony, man. What a wreck that was.
Taraji is a working woman. Taraji is a legend.
It's all true.
She acts, and Taraji is to be protected at all costs.
I agree.
The black girls, quiet as we want to keep it, it's lots of black girl magic and empowerment, and the girls are on covers, and the Hollywood folks are trying to intentionally create characters and parts in their shows to, piggyback on the black girls are taking over thing. All of that is great. Fine. But it still pales in comparison to how many white women are offered roles every single day.
Right.
So all of these women, the ones we know about and the ones we don't, are going out for the same roles every day.
Right.
At the end of the day, you got to feed kids and take care of yourself and put on your panties and buy new panties.
That's right.
And brassieres and all kinds of things.
Lots of panties.
So, what needs to happen is the girls need to be offering our legends and our respected girls work that they deserve.
Yes, I agree 100%. But this whole
and I say that as someone who did not see Acrimony.
Well,
I took your word for
now
it.
you could have supported anyway, but I'm going to take your word on that Mother's Day Get Out or whatever movie Gabrielle Union is in. I'm not watching that either. Because more than one person.
Mother's Day Get Out.
I don't know what it is really. What is it called? It's Trapped.
It's called Breaking In.
Breaking In, not Get Out. Breaking In. My bad. So whatever. You know,
I had a blast at Breaking In.
You didn't have a blast watching the movie.
I did. It was so much fun. It was really funny.
Were you drinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Prior to.
So that's 80% of the fun right there.
And I was also high.
Okay. There's another 15.
Listen, it was better than
Look at you. You can't even lie through it.
I am not lying.
You
it was better
so
than
hard.
most Tyler Perry movies that I have ever seen in my life.
It's not a Tyler Perry movie.
The only issue... Compare and contrast.
No.
The thing is, it was like trying to be several things, and I felt like so many things that I found intriguing about it immediately were left unanswered. It wasn't like it was just a bad movie to me. Mm-hmm. It was just like, what happened? Like it was like a mom trying to protect her kids from a home invasion, and that was really, it wasn't fleshed out enough to me. But I didn't think it was like a bad movie. I think it could have been better, especially with you having this classic Black woman who can act. I think Gabby can act. And then you have like this like whatever sort of script that really is just about a Black woman being a badass. And that was it.
I really wondered about it because off the previews, I was like, how is she gonna defeat this team of white men that are in her house?
That was like the thing. Like, but it's like, so this isn't really a spoiler.
Is she a CIA agent or something?
It's not really a spoiler. Okay. But like it's her dad's house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't have a great relationship with her dad or whatever, but they kind of like imply that her dad was like into some shit and it's a real high-tech house. And so I'm thinking, okay, so maybe like her dad was secretly a ninja and so she's secretly a ninja and like da-da-da-da, and that would explain how she's able to do all of these random things when she just seems to be like a regular mom. Right. But
that's
then
what I was wondering.
It doesn't answer any of that. So it wasn't like it was just stupid. It was just like, what am I watching?
Okay. Well, all right.
But I laughed aplenty.
I mean, I laughed in Acrimony, but it was not a comedy by any stretch of the imagination. So...
Whatever.
But that was Tyler Perry's fault because he don't invite nobody else to the table. I don't know what went wrong with Breaking In.
I don't know.
Black Panic Room. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
And I loved Panic Room.
I enjoyed Panic Room also as well.
So... Well,
Panic Room was finished.
I might go just to support Gabrielle Union.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go again, just because I know that if I take niggas and we go with a right amount of, we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna do that.
I plan on watching it again, but not because it was a great movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Speaking of Beyonce, Kelly Rowland.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Beyonce.
Sort of. Kelly Rowland told People magazine on the rumors of this Destiny's Child tour on the run, on the Destined to Run tour. She said, "This is the first time I've heard it this morning." I was like, well, that's news to me. There hasn't been anything we discussed. She and Jay are getting ready to go on tour. I'm sad because I won't see those babies. Or at least you can see the damn baby.
Right.
How do you think we feel, Calendria?
She slid that in real cute. Like, oh, it'll be a few months before I see my niece and nephew again. Like, well, okay, girl, at least you have seen them children without the zoom lens. We don't know nothing about that.
We have maybe seen like a toe.
I have seen paparazzi pictures where you could barely make out the baby's faces. If you could, you really could not.
You could not.
And then the ones that she posted after she gave birth where she was holding both of them.
And they were like 3 days old.
Right. So just, they had the standard newborn face.
All of them look like that.
So we just won't ever know what Sir and Rumi look like. And I get it. That's fine.
That's fair.
Kelly was like, let me just remind y'all real quick. Like,
I know.
Just gonna rub it in.
I'm related to them.
Yeah. So, okay. I think today is her wedding anniversary. I saw that on the Shade Room. So
is it? I thought they got married on a 4-day.
A 4-day?
Didn't they get married on a 4?
What's a 4? Oh, like a day that ends.
Beyonce and Jay-Z's wedding anniversary?
No, Kelly and Tim. What?
Yeah, that is a thing.
What the fuck?
We're talking about Beyonce and her kids.
Yeah,
I got confused.
I think they got married in May. Was it May 4th?
I don't think it was 4th. I was talking about somebody else.
Oh my God.
Now
I have to look up. It was correct. April 4th, 2008.
Yes, they were 4-4.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Kelly's wedding anniversary date is.
It's today. It's May 9th.
Okay.
So now we all know.
I love them as a couple. And
true.
I love her son, who kind of went from looking exactly like her to me to now looking like the daddy. Kids do that.
They do.
They bounce
Faces
around.
change a lot when they're first born and all that. So,
well, thanks for confirming what we already kind of knew to be a fact, because as I've said,
I know good and damn well,
Beyonce does what she wants and doesn't give y'all much information. So the girls like to play games and just come up with rumors that are kind of not really good.
Right. Y'all just throw anything out there and see what sticks.
They be obviously lies. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, Beyonce is going to be doing the first underwater concert. Like, shut up.
Is she, bitch? Will we all have to show up with our scuba masks and shit? Will we have to hold our breath, girl? It's not going to happen.
The Met Gala took place on this week at some point. You know, whatever.
What a fancy-ass party that is.
Isn't it?
My goodness.
Honestly, I feel like if you're a woman and you go to the Met Gala, you must be so tired at the end, because they be carrying around gowns that weigh like 500 pounds and like talking to a whole bunch of people they don't want to talk to. And like, I'd be surprised if Solange goes every year. It's probably just because she loves fashion and avant-garde shit and stuff. Because she was the one I remember when she was talking about some award show, maybe the VMAs or one of them, she was like, I don't care to go around and talk to a whole bunch of people I don't like or don't want to give a fuck about.
That's real.
Something like that. And I was like, absolutely, Solange. Same.
She probably loves the opportunity to dress like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have a fun theme and then find something crazy to wear. So.
Solange seems like she loves a costume.
And I did love her outfit.
Loved it.
Do-rag was perfect.
Do-rag mixed with a halo.
So good.
Who else is going to do it?
Like,
who could do it better?
Oh, it's like a black Jesus. What, this is everything. She's so good.
Inspired by the first black saint. Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent. Why did I say Saint Laurent? Because I'm high.
Which makes sense because that's the name of her brand.
Yes.
So I did not realize it was Saint Laurent. I was definitely saying Saint Heron because I'm country.
I learned
don't know
that today.
Nothing. Lena Waithe looked amazing.
I learned that earlier today because Miss Tina posted, like, I guess, Fashion News or whatever. They were discussing
and they said it correctly.
And they said it correctly, but her caption originally was like, oh, I love the interviewer who was like the black woman who was originally talking about the outfit. And then it said like, but what was up with that face, Juliana Rancic? But she changed it.
Yes.
She changed it afterwards and just put the other lady's name.
Elaine Welteroth.
Yes, thank you so much. Because Juliana Rancid ranch dressing, whatever I don't like her, but I didn't like her after the whole Zendaya shit.
Yeah, she told Zendaya her dreads look musty or something.
She said she looked like she smelled like patchouli and weed and patchouli or some
she was saying,
shit.
But because Zendaya had the dreads, she was saying all that stupid. Oh yeah, no, fuck her.
And then came back and tried to fake cry.
Girl, we don't care. Womp womp womp.
She didn't look like she was making a nasty face to me. She just looked stupid. Like, she just looked confused. Like, black people are safe. She just looks like an idiot to me.
What a wreck.
Yes, Lena Waithe, I loved.
So good.
I loved Zendaya. Of course, Rihanna.
Of course.
Who else did I love? I will.
Cardi B. Cardi B's dress was gorgeous.
Cardi B's was great.
Issa looked really beautiful.
Issa looked great, and I love, first of all, Queen. But like, I loved watching her like pre-Met Gala glam preparation.
Oh, her Vogue video?
Yes.
Oh, it was so cute.
And discussing like the inspiration behind it and Catholicism being white and. Everything about her.
It's true.
And they were like in their feelings, although they were wrong.
I mean, oh well, it is what it is.
But who else did I really like? I will come out of my petty and say that I thought Rita Ora looked cute.
Don't know who that
just heard of her.
Is looking her up right now though.
I'm
trying to.
Cassie.
Cassie looks good in fucking everything.
Yeah, and a garbage
at all
bag.
times.
That's true.
Well, now I'm Googling it.
Oh, God.
Because I don't remember.
Love. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Man, Rihanna looked. I know we already said her, but goddamn.
I mean, she ate. Period.
Oh my God, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh,
nigga, with the gold in the hair too.
Black Jesus.
Oh my God, yes. One of the very few men who nailed it.
Yeah.
A lot of them niggas showed up looking like I don't know what the fuck.
They don't be trying. Like they wear a suit and then like a brooch.
Michael B. Jordan literally just put a cross on his suit.
Yeah, like
I was like, come on, nigga. Even the Migos put forth more of an effort than that.
It's true. Oh my gosh. Puffy's son. Is it Christian?
Christian?
Loved that. I'm forgetting loads of them.
Yeah, this was a few days ago, and I'm not a fashion type person anyway, so I just looked on Instagram and then moved on with my. Oh, here's the picture of Rita Ora. Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah. It's
oh, Katy Perry. I like the wings.
I did enjoy Katy Perry. Somebody said a joke about that outfit that I thought was funny, but I'm mad I can't remember it. And there was another white woman I enjoyed, but maybe it was Blake Lively, although I don't like her.
What, really?
I just find her to be boring, and I never liked Serena Van der Woodsen.
Oh, Kate Bosworth. That was a beautiful dress. My goodness.
Cara Delevingne. I didn't know who the fuck she was until somebody put a caption under one of her pictures. But I loved it. I want it.
Alec Weck. Always looks amazing.
I loved Beyonce's look.
Yes. The Holy
she was
Trinity.
Sickening.
So good.
I really feel like if I didn't say her name at this moment, I don't.
I mean,
lots of people looked like. You know who I didn't like? Let's talk about the dresses I didn't like.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian.
Did not care for
regular
it.
dress. You wear that all of the time.
Did not care for it.
Kerry Washington.
Looked like a praise dancer.
Didn't see it.
I saw so many memes of her photoshopped as a praise dancer.
Many.
And I was like, it's accurate, actually. I'm looking.
Those are the two that I really just remember right off the top I did not like. I mean, every other dress that's like, I hate when people come to, men and women, when they come to the Met Gala, especially if you're like a big celebrity, in just like a regular evening gown or cocktail dress or suit. Like, it's a costume ball.
Right.
Like, you're supposed to do big ridiculous.
It's supposed to be over the top.
And if tiny people like Zendaya can carry,
Zendaya kills it
every
time.
Just my God, she looked like if Khaleesi had a Dora Milaje, like she would be Victoria.
Yes.
Just wow. I loved.
Ooh, Priyanka Chopra.
Love her.
My God.
What a beaut.
Wow,
she
nigga. Wow. This dress, though. Holy shit. Oh, Janelle Monáe. How could I forget?
Oh, yes. Janelle Monáe and Tessa Thompson both ate.
Oh, here's Lana Del Rey. What is that?
I didn't see her. She was there.
I had to make sure it was her. Yeah, that is her. What is that blue bird thing on her head? A lot of the dresses, people had to explain how it related to Catholicism, and then I was like, oh, I get it.
I mean, I'm not Catholic, so you had to explain.
Right. I didn't get... Jennifer Lopez always looks good, though.
I mean, she can't look bad.
Cardi was really adorable.
She was adorable. Let's talk about Cardi B.
Okay.
Some drama surrounding her Met Gala, of course. Because drama seems to follow.
Right, of course. She and Satan.
And that's not even...
She dressed up as Satan.
She said it herself.
Right.
Nicki Minaj showed up in Oscar de la Renta, like a big red dress. I thought it was pretty. It didn't really... Oh, there are little crosses on her headpiece.
Yeah, the headpiece really sells it for me.
I get it. I thought it was pretty. I didn't think it was a bad dress. It looks way better than her last...
I would have liked it more in the darker red than that super bright red. But again, fashion and me don't know anything about each other. So
I thought that it was pretty. But she kept telling everybody, like, the inspiration behind it was that she's the bad guy. She's the devil.
She could cut out that bad guy bullshit.
I just don't.
You haven't addressed that Chun-Li wasn't even a villain. So what are you talking about?
I wanted to let bitches know the bad guy was here. Wink, wink. Meanwhile, it's so funny.
Okay.
It's so funny because her dress is red and Cardi's is like a off-white Like, Cardi kind of looks angelic, and then she looks like this. It's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
it's true.
Cardi was by Jeremy Scott, who was like her...
Wore the same thing.
Yeah.
Just the male version of what she had on.
You know how, like, a lot of them are, like, their designer's date or whatever?
Yeah.
So
they get invited on behalf of the designer.
Right.
Yeah.
So she was there, I guess, on behalf of Jeremy Scott. And at one point during an interview with Vogue on the carpet, Jeremy said something about, they want us to let everyone know that a new queen is in town or some shit like that.
Oh, hell. Why would y'all say that?
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were both photographed inside of the Met Gala speaking to one another.
Mm-hmm.
So people, I guess, were trying to assume. Cardi even had an interview with Howard Stern afterwards saying they spoke.
What?
And, she definitely felt some kind of way earlier, and Nicki felt some kind of way, and whatever, they're putting it behind them, some shit like that. Very vague, very like, I don't even really want to talk about this, as Cardi usually is, as far as this whole thing goes. Nicki, on the other hand, was having a great time, all smiles. She said her album comes out June 15th. It is called Queen. And I'm just glad it doesn't have the word pink in it.
Okay. Yep.
I'll take
moving
it.
forward. It's growth. I am actually very much anticipating listening to this.
Me too.
Because I really hope it's good.
I hope that Chun-Li and Barbie Tings are not on it.
I hope she does like Massive Attack and it's like, ooh, bad
like,
idea.
This was to talk about.
It's time
we're just talking about the album.
This. Yep. We're just going to take
Homely
that
Body
off.
of Work. That wasn't even on there. Or just put them on there as like deluxe edition tracks.
Yes.
Like,
just
nobody
tack
even
it on
really
at the
cares
end.
about that
Like, oh,
anymore.
girl, it doesn't matter.
But yes, I'm excited to actually hear it because Nicki, music.
And it looked like Nicki was touching Cardi's stomach, like, oh, woo, baby in there.
It looked like they were having like a little chit chat, which
And
I
that's
can't,
good.
just from a photo, I can't tell how much sincerity was involved. Cardi did like a comment on Instagram from someone who said, Cardi looking like, I accept your apology, but I still don't fuck with you.
And that's valid as well. But
Sure.
I just think it's great for them to go ahead and squash whatever shit they had going on in between them. 100% sure that the source of the mess was a man. So I'm just sure of it. So I am really happy to see the two of them talking, and hopefully it's no more of this petty back and forth.
Because who even cares?
Like, there's space for more than one or two or 5 or 10 rap girls.
Bunch, y'all.
There's
and frankly,
plenty of y'all that can be out here.
I would love the
winning.
focus to come more around lots of those other girls because I get bored with y'all. And it's not that there's anything wrong with y'all. It's just that there are so many other women who have things to offer. Just like there are so many men out here who have things to offer and plenty who don't. But all of them seem to have platforms, and they rolling loud in Miami together next week. So,
and I can't wait.
I just don't.
Yeah.
It at least if they could leave each other alone and no shade and fans and media not hyping things up, and we can instead get more collaborations. They don't have to collaborate with one another. I would just like to see them collaborate with other women and just let's have an all new day. It's not going to happen, but whatever.
Well, that would be ideal for them to for it to not be any more of this dumb shit. And I mean, it makes sense to like be bored when your only options for mainstream, like popular female rappers is Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Like, there is nobody else. So it's like, why? It's not like saying there's something wrong with Nicki's music or something wrong with Cardi's music. It's saying like there should be options. I should have 10,000 female rappers to scroll through the same way I do with these regular dusty ass niggas, little every goddamn body.
And not just like a single or a remix or whatever,
Right.
because labels are struggling to put out their fucking album because
Right.
y'all are paying them like full bodies of
Yes.
work. They get the promotions and the budgets and everything that they fucking
They're at
deserve.
the festivals and all that shit. I want to see that shit.
And not Bahad Bahabi.
I actually will not. Who made me investigate that child? It
Alex.
was you.
It wasn't me.
Al.
I never talk about that child.
So many of the conversations where I'm like, whose fault is it that I ended up looking this up? That little girl is like legit famous. Like
Let's calm down.
people really care about her. That's her Instagram says that people give a fuck. That's all I'm saying.
She's an internet phenomenon.
Okay.
And that is kind.
But didn't Billboard give her
because
some
streaming counts to a whole bunch of other shit. And of course, loads of people are going to go on YouTube and on iTunes and stream your stuff. Not buy, but stream. Because we are blown away that there is a 15-year-old little white girl who is really out here, not only rapping, but rapping and being co-signed by people with melanin in their bodies.
Yeah, I'm not doing that with Bahad Bahabi.
I just don't see it for Bahad.
Oh, no. She's wretched. I could not believe. Alex, I was like, you mean that little badass girl who was on Dr. Phil?
You mean Bahad.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Met Gala. It was perfectly nice, I'm sure.
Boot camp or Job Corps or...
She's like 16, 17 years old now. What a mess.
I think she's 15.
Oh, God, you're right. Because it was only a couple years ago that she was on Dr. Phil and she was 13. She was bad as shit.
On a song. She dissed Iggy Azalea on a song, which...
I'm interested. I'm listening.
I don't remember how it goes because I barely paid attention to it. But I listened to it because there are like three, it's a remix to some other song, and there are like 3 black rappers on there. And so their parts just sound like whatever rap trap shit you hear today. But then she has this verse, and I just heard her say something like, don't compare me to Iggy. And she's like, that old hoe is washed. I'm like, is Iggy 30?
Iggy Azalea walked so you could run. What do you even mean? There would be no you without her. She opened the door for mediocre white women in rap to come through and have a moment. Girl, what? Bitch, you better pay homage to your ancestors. Nikki, Iggy ought to tweet her and be like, show some respect, stupid bitch.
She needs to do an interview and be like, really hurt my feelings.
I paved the way, you dummy.
I just don't understand why I can't get my clout.
Right.
Well, some more drama for Cardi B. Apparently at an after party or somewhere outside, a fan in quotation marks, asked for an autograph, was denied because people don't have to do everything that you want whenever you want. And Cardi was probably tired. She is pregnant. She probably just wanted to go and have some chips and take her shoes off.
Even if she wasn't, and she just didn't want to sign autographs or take pictures.
All reasonable.
Then that's also fine.
This fan decided that just wasn't, good enough. No. And decided to make a spectacle of himself with a whole bunch of extras talking about, oh, really, over a photograph? Like, you really, I just wanted a picture, loud, making it a whole thing. And at one point, Offset, I'm 1,000% sure that this was Offset. It kind of came up to him and said, shut the fuck up before I beat your ass, or something like that.
Aww.
And then he got into the car.
Oh, man.
And the guy is still hollering you better I want you to. I'll take your money from you.
Oh, it's true.
You better invest. Duh.
You better not touch him.
You better invest and do more with your money than buying jewelry and da-da-da. Just going off.
This nigga's a financial planner now? What?
Shut up. Shut up. You're intentionally antagonizing them so that they will do something to you so that you can sue them. This is not new. It's just late. Right. You really want to be that guy?
This is very tired. Are you really doing this?
I know the economy is shit. I don't know the race of this person, but I know it's not easy for many of us to get jobs, but you can try. More than you can just go out and try to get rich people to punch you. The thing is that the rich people themselves did not punch him. Friends of the rich people jumped him.
Love it.
Right outside. I think in the background you can hear Cardi yelling stop and telling them to get in the car. After they stopped a few additional mud holes into this person, they hopped in and drove off. So on one hand, I'm kind of damn, Cardi, you don't need all of that drama around you. You need people to just be woo-saw, fuck it. People are going to fuck with you because you're famous and you got money now. Look at your old management suing you for $10 million and all of this other shit. Fuck it, let's just leave. Fuck him. This is what he wants. On the other hand, I kind of feel like that person needed for somebody to check him for being so extra. Maybe not to get jumped. You know what I'm saying?
I usually feel that way, though. When people are feeling entitled and want to demand something of celebrities.
It's just not right.
You really need an attitude adjustment and a trip back to reality. Nobody owes you anything. If you are that mad about it, stop supporting whatever it is they do.
You could be mad. I'm not even going to say you can't be mad. You could be in your feelings because you want to take a picture of Cardi B and she didn't want to take a picture with you or whatever. But to continuously be antagonizing them and judging them and calling them niggas and da-da-da-da-da and all of this stuff.
Right. Saying crazy crazy shit to this woman.
And asking them to come and fight you. Well, okay. You know, like, can that hold up in court? I don't know what you can do.
Right. Well, bitch, none of the okay, so sorry. Clearly didn't mean billionaires. None of the millionaires involved are going to be coming over here and laying a finger on you. It's going to be the crew, the real niggas who came. Honestly, they stay ready. They came out to have a good time. They don't mind beating your ass if they need to.
That's how that works.
Right. And so, I mean, I'm never going to be rarely am I an advocate for violence, but sometimes y'all literally be asking for it.
As I've said, people say violence is not the answer, and that may be true. But it certainly gets your point across.
It can be, though. Like, quite frequently, violence answers the question. It solves the problem.
Kind of like, at least if you didn't understand, now you do.
Now you do.
More at 11. Next.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Last week in an interview with Vogue, Rihanna talked about several things, including being a bad bitch, having a sickening, sold-out makeup line, selling bras and panties and bustiers, which...
Going on sale very soon.
I'm gonna buy some. Not for me, but just because... How dare Rihanna sell panties? Like, it just is perfect. So if you have a relationship with me, regardless of gender, and you just want some panties, and you're like, hey, what about them Riri panties? Like, this is my size, or this is my bra cup, or however that works. I would like to buy some for y'all. Just because my bra cup. I want to support Rihanna in what I believe is a fantastic and smart and on-brand business venture.
Oh, wow. Her stuff goes up. I was just about to say I'm not buying nothing because I can't fit it, but it goes up to 3X.
Yeah.
And nothing is more than $100.
Really?
Bitch. Oh, yes. Oh, she got Savage X Fenty handcuffs. Of course she does.
Oh, well, I can buy those.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm
knew Rihanna
excited.
would come through with some accessories that I can use.
Yeah, no, damn, 90 different styles, lingerie, sleepwear, and accessories.
Let me Google Savage.
T-shirt, bras, underwear. Okay. You know what? Ooh, the Black Widow collection. Risque and ultra sexy. Cupless bodysuits. Yes, get your porn star on. Open back bikini bottoms. You guys is going to be acting a fucking fool this summer, and I cannot wait.
Oh, God. Instagram's going to be destroyed.
It is. You know what? And I'm going to be in the number. At first, I was like, well, I'm not even going to get this. But now, bitch, please. What? Let me sign up.
Also in her interview, Rihanna discussed her lack of a relationship with Drake. She admitted that waiting through the speech when she received her MTV Video Vanguard Award at, I think it was 2016 VMAs?
Yes. Yes. Because was I at that one? No, I wasn't at that one. Yes, I would. I don't remember.
Whenever that shit happened.
Okay.
Drake presented her with the award and said, I've been in love with this woman since I was 22, and she's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, and
all rolled our eyes at that.
Her pussy juice could cure unicorn wounds.
So delicious.
And she's just the greatest thing ever, and I love her so much, and I would propose to her right now, but I don't have a ring. Whatever. It was just like, whatever. It's Drake.
The extraness.
And she responded with a dab, and they took her award and left.
I'll never get over that. It was so good.
And it was like so transparent too. Because we were all like, Rihanna is not into this. And she wasn't.
She was like rolling her eyes. She had her lips pursed like this, nigga.
What are you doing?
And then dabbed on his ass. How could you not love it?
She said waiting through that speech was probably the most uncomfortable part of the awards, that is. I don't like too many compliments. I don't like to be put on blast. And when asked about their friendship, she said, we don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies. We're not enemies either. It is what it is. I have read that she is still in some form of a relationship connection with her billionaire.
Man, right.
I don't know if he's a billionaire. Ultra rich.
Somebody very wealthy. That same man we saw her with in that.
The makeout man.
Yes. And they were like in a pool or something together.
Into it.
Well,
he's fine.
I love it. Yes, I love it for her.
It just seems right. Again, Rihanna is making the choices. Period.
Yeah.
Rihanna is making the decisions.
That was all right. And that is a complete thought. Okay.
She just, no, I feel like Rihanna, I cannot entirely pinpoint when. Maybe really rated R. But it's just been a while that Rihanna has been like, I am Rihanna. Mm-hmm. This is who I am. And I'm going to walk in my puss. And she's just, and I feel like ever since then, she has just been strolling making the choices.
Yeah, she really has. And
I love it.
Yeah, she just continues to get better and better. Personally, I love the savage nature of this interview. Like, and not even like trying to be hurtful, but just like, here are the facts and they are hurtful.
Being nice for what? You know,
embodying "Nice for What," which is a song that I do still love. I do consider it one of my personal anthems.
It's fantastic.
But Rihanna really took "Nice for What" to another level. Every time I think of it now, I think I want to be the type of bitch who does niggas like Rihanna did Drake. I really do. Like, I aspire to that level of not giving a fuck about nobody else's feelings.
If I'm not there right now, and I feel pretty confident,
I feel pretty good about, you know, my level of just casual disrespect to these niggas, but I could do so much better.
I could as well.
I could. I could step it up.
I'm nice to a degree.
Yeah, and I could let that go.
I could be free of all of it. You know, I'm on the fence sometimes.
I feel inspired to just be like, you know what? No, actually, fuck your feelings.
Whereas Rihanna is just kind of like, I do what I want. And this nigga who I'm with right now, if I want to rain down fiery hell on him tomorrow, I'll do that because I'm Rihanna and I can do what I want and have what I want. Because I am Rihanna.
And I'm taking a lot of personal time lately, and I guess I never met anybody who made me want to do that before.
Wow.
So, all the rest of you niggas can...
She said that.
You should go clutch your chest and cry in the corner because she meant that shit.
What a scrotum smasher.
God, how do you not love her? Seriously.
Love it.
Like, all summer long, I feel like I will be looking up to Rihanna and trying to follow in her footsteps.
Well, since then, Drake has unfollowed Rihanna on the gram.
Oh.
Which I still don't know how y'all, like, do you go and check? I know that Instagram has made it, like, a lot easier for us to be in each other's business and see who's doing what and talking about what and liking what and double tapping this. But, like...
I never click on that tab.
I don't...
There's like an activity tab on Instagram that tells you what your friends liked. And
I
like,
never look at that.
I have to remember, like, oh, you can click over on that and see what other people are. But I don't
never look
care
at that.
what
and I don't think it tells you when you unfollow someone. I think that you would have to like actually go and check.
You have to go look, or you have to be running some kind of bot or some kind of program that tells you.
And then, like, if I went to Drake's page and I looked and I saw he didn't follow Rihanna anymore, I would have to, like, because I don't know if and when he did. Like, I don't know how y'all figure this out. Is there an app? Is there like a third party?
Are y'all just that bored? I don't get it.
Maybe it's
perhaps
both. But, you know, feelings. I'm sure that Drake has got, you know, champagne and spritzers and ass on deck to get him through.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Everybody will be fine.
Yeah, he can go cuddle with his new baby and soothe his heart.
I am going to have to he's going to have to confirm that. I'm not buying it.
Okay. I do very much believe it.
I won't be surprised if Drake one day walks out with a 3-year-old on stage.
Like, this is young OVO.
This is...
This is Ovi Overton.
This is my son, Graham Aubrey.
I'm sorry, I took myself out.
I could see him naming the baby Dwayne after Lil Wayne or something.
Oh, that's a little creepy.
Or like...
Just a little bit, though. Not really.
Or Aaliyah.
You know what? Drake would give his baby boy a name like Aaliyah. I believe that also. Probably a middle name. We just gonna... So you never forget the greats. Ugh, I believe it. I just do. So.
Toronto, Aaliyah, Graham.
No. Toronto? No. The child's name is not Toronto. Woo, shout out to his baby mama, man. I know she's somewhere not giving a fuck about nothing. Woo, must be nice. God damn, it must be nice.
Meanwhile, Rihanna's panties come out in 1 day, 4 hours, 7 minutes, and 40
back to what matters.
5 seconds. And you should go and grab you some.
Let me look at the... You know what? Yes, I am registered. And I will be in touch. And, okay. I was about to say, I haven't seen it on anybody but Rihanna. Like, I'd only seen her model it, but they do have different girls modeling the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, See, come on with the nude, like black girl nude shades and shit. Ugh. Okay.
Y'all are going to show out. And honestly, I'm not prepared, but also excited.
You hoes is going to be at Sweet Heat next week with your brand new Savage Fenty.
Rihanna, don't ship it by next week.
It's coming by next
Nobody's getting it in time for Sweet Heat. Please, Rihanna.
No, they
Rihanna,
are. They are.
Ship them after.
Y'all better.
I'm not prepared for that.
Okay, she do have a couple of chunky
y'all
girls.
will.
All right.
Y'all will have
okay.
an impromptu Savage Fenty fashion show.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Nobody is sponsoring or setting up. You're just gonna do it.
Yeah, especially because she made it affordable. So yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
Rihanna is just the tits.
She is.
I love her.
Go girl. I'm so close to just like. I'm like right on that edge of just standing for Rihanna. It's like it's not gonna take much more for me to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it.
DJ Khaled does not eat vagina.
Okay.
He says that he does not eat his wife's puss.
It can die and it can go away.
It is not for him. He doesn't do that. I don't really remember why. But he believes that as his wife, I can't remember her name, but she owes him oral sex. Because he is the king. But he didn't say but he feels like women
should praise
their king.
Nicole
Tuck, right?
That's it, Tuck. Yep.
Praise the king and I guess head is a part of that praise. And that kings should praise their queens, and he praises her by being rich.
Right.
And taking care of her.
By paying for her family to live.
Which, again, I don't know how niggas, like, really don't realize. You know what? But again, every time I see Nicole and she's not cussing him out, she's got a big grin on her face. Right. They seem like, Assad was just taking a poolside photo shoot. He was also seen taking a photo shoot atop a pony or what is a young horse.
He was tickling a dolphin just a couple hours ago.
Yeah. So. He's living a full life.
Right.
An equestrian, an aquatic king.
Yep.
He's a legend. So if they like it, sure, I love it. I don't really need to know about DJ Khaled's oral sex life anyway, but it is just
whole life.
all of it, every waking moment.
I really did not need that at all.
I don't have to do that. And you know what? If Nicole is cool with that setup and that agreement, more power to her.
Right.
To everybody involved.
It's a whole lot of y'all who would be very willing to suck dick and not get your pussy ate in return for having your whole life financed and your family's life financed as well.
There's plenty of y'all who aren't getting orgasms your whole life.
I mean, a lot of y'all are in the exact same situation with broke niggas and you still have to go to work every day. So... It's just like, and on the one hand, she's a grown-ass woman, and I'm not going to say what she should or should not accept, because if somebody asks me right now, bitch, you'll never have to work again, I'm asking this for a little sloppy toppy 6 days a week.
But I'm not going to reciprocate.
You don't have to, because I'm just going to go get it from somewhere else.
Right.
I'm just going to cheat on you. That's very simple. So you don't have to reciprocate. As long as my bills are paid, I don't really give a fuck. But It does seem very strange for a grown-ass, 42-year-old man to be like, I don't eat pussy. Nigga, what? What are you talking about? How do you not?
The
way Charlamagne looked at him.
I mean, well, Charlamagne is
But Charlamagne was just like, what? What? When Charlamagne is looking at you like you crazy, you really have to reevaluate.
I just feel like men saying they don't eat pussy that are heterosexual or bisexual or attracted to pussy in whatever way, it just feels like so early to mid 90s and prior.
Right.
Like men have graduated to having full on booty eating seminars.
Which is something I only ever thought I would hear gay men talk about openly. I never, ever in my life thought that I would see straight people talk about eating ass. Never. And now it's celebrated.
Yeah.
You niggas have t-shirts and everything.
Actual merch.
So it just seems strange to me. Wow, you really don't eat pussy. It doesn't make sense. Are you 16? Do you think it's going to taste funny? I don't know. I don't know what his reason is behind it. And from what I saw, he didn't even give a reason.
It didn't.
He just said, I can't do that. Honestly, I don't do that. He looked very dead ass serious about it too. So
I don't know if it was just hello. There you go. That's really it.
As long as Assad is happy is what I should say.
And is.
That's that lady's life. I'm sure she's cheating. What?
I mean, if I were her, I don't have a vagina. I don't know what oral sex on one feels like. I'm imagining
it's
great.
Pretty good.
So
the clitoris has just as many nerve endings, if I'm not mistaken, as the penis.
I would believe so.
So it's just like there's lots of opportunities to have a good time down there.
Right.
If you know what you're doing and you are willing to do it.
I would also be cheating on you. I don't.
I feel like that's fair.
I do as well.
I really do. So as long as she's happy, though.
Well, that's about it for Hot Tops.
God almighty, I thought you was gone. Never mind. I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to talk about it. So, amen.
Whatever it is, I probably don't want to talk about it either.
Okay.
I don't even know what it is.
Let us take a break.
Hey guys, audiobooks are the perfect summer sidekick for activities like hiking, running, road tripping, or just enjoying the beautiful weather outdoors, if it will ever come for certain places. And with the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet, Audible lets you fill your summer with more stories like
the 5 secrets that you tell us about all the time.
5 Agreements.
5 Agreements. Also those.
Yes. It's actually the 4, but there's a sequel called the 5.
Okay. Guess who hasn't read it yet? Maybe I'll put that on my list.
Oh my goodness.
For Audible
it's such
this
a great
summer.
Short
I need
book.
to, you know what? I just need to put it on my Audible list.
You will love it. As an Audible member, you'll get credits every month, good for any audiobook, regardless of price, and your unused credits roll over to the next month. If you don't like your audiobook, you can exchange it, no questions asked. Plus, your books are yours to keep. You can go back and re-listen to them anytime, even if you cancel your membership. Better yet, you can switch seamlessly between devices, picking up exactly where you left off, whether it's on your phone, through your car, from a tablet, or at home on an Amazon Echo. It just makes getting through books easy.
Right. It sounds really simple, so easy to do. You can start your 30-day trial today, and your first audiobook is free if you go to audible.com/theread, or you can text The Read to 500-500. That's Audible, audible.com/THEREAD, or of course, text The Read to 500-500. You can do it with audiobooks, and you can do it with Audible, so have a good time this summer. Read something, and let's move on.
All right, so we're back. It's time for our listener letters.
It is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may just read them aloud on the show. We have an update from the young woman whose ex-boyfriend posted that revenge porn of her on Facebook.
Oh, my goodness.
So she emailed us back and said, oh, my God, it did just happen to Tierra Marie.
Mm-hmm.
What a mess.
What is wrong with people?
Niggas. So she said, thank you so much for reading my letter. I have filed a restraining order against him, and he cannot contact me through text, social media, phone, or smoke signal. Amen. I also filed criminal charges and told his mama and sisters about what he did. Thank you so much for your help. I also let go of a couple of friends who thought it was okay for him to do that. Thanks again, Jay. That actually made me cry a little bit.
It's handled.
When I first read it, because it was like, that is so fucked up. And the fact that our raggedy asses actually helped somebody to do something to like punish the nigga who truly deserves to be punished for what he did. It was like, oh, so I'm so glad that we said something that helped you, get your shit together and really punish this nigga for what he did to you. He truly does deserve. It is not okay for people to do that sort of thing in retaliation or for any reason. So
if you don't have Amigos crew to jump a nigga, it's the next best thing.
Right. So get the courts involved, girl. Fuck that nigga. Yeah. All right. So our first question this week comes from Miss Vanjie. She said,
Miss Vanjie.
You can already guess what this is about. I love that it's in every episode.
It is in every episode. What an icon.
Miss Vanjie.
Every time that Michelle does it and RuPaul breaks down into laughing fits, it's great.
So we actually have 2 questions about Drag Race this week. This one from Miss Vanjie said, she started off just like that. I know where this
is going.
I will never be able to hear Blue Ivy as any voice other than Kid Fury's. Snatch Game was a mess. It was. I feel like if Blue watched that, she would have been so disgusted, and never in this world or the next would Beyonce talk to Blue Ivy that way, especially since we all know Blue runs that house.
True.
Wait, there is not a question in this. You were just reading everybody. Sorry, girl. So
okay.
The person who had a question.
Maybe that should have been in past 3.
So, the person who had a question was named China, and she said, I hated all the characters they decided to play in this season's Snatch Game, and I was wondering who you two would choose to play if you were in Snatch Game. Love you guys. Thanks so much. A lot of people hit us up about Snatch Game and was like, can you please talk about the disrespect shown to Blue Ivy and Beyonce?
I think it was disrespect. I just think that they didn't do a good job.
There's a reason. I feel like trying to do Beyonce is just, you have to be so deliberate and
you have to like really
you have to nail it.
It's not like an improv. I mean, not that it's not improv or it can't be, but it's not like something that you're just going to put on your best Beyonce drag and then just roll with it.
And
like,
Asia wasn't ready.
She just was not.
She was not ready to do Beyonce
and if I remember, Beyonce was not her first choice, but her other one was also not a good idea. Because she did like, who was the first one she said? I can't remember. But she tried to do like an impression of the other person.
Oh, yeah.
And RuPaul was like, okay.
That's bad as well.
When are you going to start? Like, so.
Yeah. It was, honestly, none of the Black queens killed Snatch Game, and it was sad.
No, I think Monet
Maxine
did
Waters
like an
was
okay
bad.
Maya Angelou. But
thanks to Got to Be Real. Y'all better shout out the original. Because without Patti LaHelle's material, that Maya Angelou would have been lacking.
Thing.
But you know what, girl? You do what you have to do to stay safe another day.
And you are safe.
And you are safe. The rest of them girls.
Monet was tired of being in the bottom. And I feel it because I like her.
Maxine Waters didn't know no lines other than Reclaiming My Time.
It's just like, girl, I actually cried real tears when Monique left because I love
that was sad.
Monique.
That was, I was sad to see Monique go. But girl, how do you not know your words? How do you not know the word? Like,
she said that she spent so much time trying to make outfits and stuff because she didn't have drag to bring with her that she didn't have time to and that makes
know the sense. Word. That makes sense. But like, it is.
I was so sad. So sad.
Yeah, that was. It hurt. So yeah, if I had to do Snatch Game, who? I feel
Aquarius Melania, by the way, was good.
It was. Melania was good.
And I was shocked because I didn't expect her to be
Eureka's
funny.
racist ass and that Honey Boo Boo was excellent.
But typical. Like, of course you can play like a country little girl that's fat. Right. Like, you're a fat country girl. Like,
but it was really well done.
It was like, I'm not hating. Right. It was really, really good. The jokes were funny. But the Vixen was so mad. Pissed.
Vixen was
she don't
so
like her.
Pissed at her. I mean, I'm like, girl, you cannot like her, but your reason for this is a mess.
It's a mess. Because if Eureka was not there, you still would have been in the bottom. Right. You didn't do well.
You weren't bad because Eureka stole all your shine. That was not why you fucked up.
If anybody was stepping over you in that, it was Asia, and you actually could have sat before and thought of jokes and ways to play off of each other because you're playing mother and child. Right.
Instead of that, well, I'll be Beyonce, you can be Blue Ivy, or I'm Blue Ivy, you can be B, and we'll just play off each other. And y'all like, bet. And that was it. Like, no, that's not. Like, you have to work on it.
I don't know who I would play.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I don't
know if I'm good at impressions. Maybe I would be the lady in Medea's family reunion who says you don't win. Maybe I would just do that whole scene.
You know what? Amen. Although I feel like not everybody is going to know exactly what you mean.
Right. Well, I mean, I can't.
That one white queen picked some white woman I've never really heard of, and it was fine.
Oh, Miss Cracker picked, I can't remember her name.
But when she explained, like, this woman was just, like, dragging everybody, but in a very calm but, like, rude way. Yeah. And then she just embodied that same attitude towards all of her responses. I was like, okay, I guess this makes sense. Like, there's a way to do characters that the audience doesn't know without it being trash. Unlike that Blue Ivy, it was trash.
But if you don't know that you're going to, like, kill it, and this is just, like, something that you, like, you've done before, and people who didn't know it, like, you brought the house down with it. Like, if you don't know that you're going to kill it, maybe you'll do well, and you'll be safe. Mm-hmm. But maybe were you trying to be safe, or were you trying to be? Maybe that's the best that she could. I don't know.
I mean, I would rather be safe through every episode up until the very fucking end, and then be able to turn it out at the end.
True.
Then win challenge after challenge and go home randomly in week 5 or 6.
And she did end up safe, but I don't remember it.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know if I can think of somebody that I could really
do. I don't know who I like am good at impersonating.
Dude, my problem is that I don't do accents very well.
Same.
I don't do voices very well.
Same.
I can only do like very country. I could do like a Britney Spears. I could do a Britney Spears.
You could do a Britney.
Oh, but then I think about Cheska Lee's Britney Spears, and mine is nowhere near that good.
That's the same way. Like if I was asked to do Beyonce, I would be like, unless I'm Jay Nova or Scott Townsend,
right?
I'm not doing it. They're literally the only people who I know who can do funny ass Beyonce impersonation.
Right, because I can't do the voice. Beyonce has that deeper voice, and
there's so much more you could bring cadence, to it. Right. But like,
it helps a lot to be able to mimic that person's voice.
Anybody that you're impersonating, obviously.
I would be so bad at Snatch Game, girl. Y'all would be talking about me just the way y'all was talking about Asia and Vixen. Y'all would be talking about me the same way.
I would probably be in the bottom. But I mean, if I probably would have done Blue Ivy.
But your Blue Ivy would not have been that train wreck. It would not have been that trash.
I could have probably done it.
When we do Blue Ivy, it's very much, this is a toddler who was born into extreme wealth and badass bitchness. She doesn't know anything else.
You can stop.
So she's not responding to things like a typical 4 or 5 year old child would. Like you have to play up the extraness of Blue Ivy because of who she is.
It was so like, and then for Vixen to be like upset with Eureka because she felt like Eureka was stealing and
that
stuff.
Was
and
so
like that
much.
was just like, you don't like Eureka, and it is what it is. Okay, fine. But like, even in the ways that she tried to like play off of Eureka, you have the perfect opportunity because you're sitting next to a little girl that's basically like from a family of trailer trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus you, who's a little black girl who comes from like two of the wealthiest niggas on earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could have been less like nasty about it, more like judgmental and like looking at her like really like peculiar. Like I've never, you know, it was just like they were both trying to like be mean or like it just did not work to me.
Right.
Whereas like Blue Ivy's funny to me is like in the fact that she clearly knows that she's Blue Ivy and that her parents are a huge deal. And like even she tells her parents to pipe down. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
you could do the best Blue Ivy, and then here go Asia being some crazy hollering ass maniac Beyonce.
Well, that's her fault. Like, the Snatch Game is everybody for themselves.
Yeah, and y'all, you can't blame somebody else. Yeah, it was just bad. Honestly, overall, the Snatch Game was terrible. There were very few standouts. You know, Aquaria nailed that Melania. Yeah, Eureka and her honey boo boo. I'm trying to think of who else.
That was kind of
the white girls.
Who else was even there?
Yeah, that just but you know, anyway. So I think that's it for us. And any other thoughts on Drag Race before we move on?
No, I'm ready for the season to be done.
What, really? I'm loving it.
It's not.
I am loving it.
The season has just been so dramatic, and I feel like the girls. I don't even know who I live for now.
Oh, because Monique is gone?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that I didn't see Monique going home this early.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I saw Monique winning, but I didn't see her going home as early. And I honestly feel like had she known the words, it could have been
very different, right? But the fact that you did, as soon as it started, and she was over there doing her watermelon cantaloupe fake lip syncing thing, I said, "Oh no,
fuck,
God!" So the Vixen has won by default, and now she gonna come back next week, and every last one of you who said that she need to go home, it's gonna be nothing but attitude.
How are you mad at all of those people? How did you watch that video of I think her mom or somebody like that and like cried, and everybody is trying to like be like, see, like we're here for you, and she's like, fuck all y'all, and I'm not going home. I'm gonna come back just to piss y'all off next week. She honestly, like Vixen to me, like seems like one of those types of people who's like constantly had to fight, like physically fight throughout life to defend themselves, like beat up people. Yes. She seems like she's dealing with
so that guard is always up.
Like anybody who look at her direction the wrong way could get hands. And it's like, girl, at the end of the day, like don't sabotage yourself.
Right, exactly. But I thought it was very pointed that the VH1 producers kept showing her with her headphones in, going over the words, and then here go Monique on the couch gossiping with everybody else. It's like, girl, why don't you go put that song on repeat, knowing you don't know the words. So like, cramming, girl, something. It was too bad. But oh well. All right, moving forward. This question comes from Chris. who says, I recently moved from Atlanta to Texas.
Yay. Well, I don't know why I said yay. Both of those places are lovely.
While upgrading my iPhone, I met this dude. Okay, so here is some context. The subject line of the email says, should I enter this poly relationship? A top, a verse, and a bottom. So instead of saying top, verse, and bottom,
one or two of y'all are lying.
I'm going to call them Thomas, Vincent, and Benjamin. That way we don't get it mixed up. So I recently moved to ATL from Texas, and while upgrading my phone, I met this dude, Benjamin. We exchanged Instagram information, talked later that night, and then exchanged numbers. Just like that.
Okay.
Via Instagram. Y'all do this. Why didn't you just
whatever.
I did not ask for his number because dude had on a promise ring and told me he was in a relationship. So you gave out Instagrams instead. Sure. This is what the young people are doing.
But I don't.
Benjamin told me that his boyfriend, Thomas, is interested in me and would love for us all to hang out. So one night as we were talking, I jokingly said to him, the bottom, Benjamin, that I wanted to turn him and his boyfriend out, and he told me to come over now and prove it. So me being mannish.
Wait. Hold on. I'm lost.
So I think the boyfriend, the bottom and the top
is
the bottom.
The one he met is the bottom. Mm-hmm. Is he Thomas or is he Vincent?
Thomas is the top boyfriend. He's Vincent the verse.
So he's Vincent.
Yes.
And he met Ben, and Thomas is at home.
Thomas is Ben's boyfriend.
I'm back. Okay.
But I think they have an open relationship, or they swing often because he was like, my boyfriend thinks you're fine.
That sounds right. No judgment.
We set a time for me to come over that night. I made a stiff Crown Vanilla and Coke.
A stiff one, huh?
Crown Vanilla? Crown comes in vanilla?
It does, and it's not good.
Why don't you just mix Crown with vanilla Coke?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not everyone has access.
And went to be a hoe. When I arrived, I sat and talked with the boyfriend, where we found a couple of interested. I don't know what that means. I sat and talked with the boyfriend, and then we headed to the room. I ended up getting fully turned out and enjoyed every damn minute, to the point that I would recommend everyone experiencing something of this nature.
Wait, but how did you get turned out?
I think he got turned out in a threesome kind of way.
So you were,
Right, he's moving. So what he's saying is that he continues and says, I've been dating some other guys as well as this couple, and I'm just not sure, besides the sexual aspect, if this is the direction I should take. Like, maybe joining them in their polysexual, I don't know what you would call that. I don't know what the, PC term for this is. I just don't want to be known as the wholesome Texas boy.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know either. If you were this email is kind of, y'all don't reread your emails for shit. But if you guys were in my loafers, which pros and cons could you see in this situation? Thanks, Chris. P.S. You can use my real name because there are so many gay Chris's from Texas.
True.
So, Chris, I think obviously if you've met people that you have an intense sexual connection with, then that's obviously a pro.
Yeah.
Great sex is underrated.
Wouldn't know.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm going to tell my business. But I'm trying to think of another pro to this situation other than good sex. It doesn't, see, here's the thing. I can say from previous experience, just life experience, that this is almost certainly going to turn messy and be a fucking wreck. Well, sooner or later. But it doesn't have to be.
I'm familiar with guy gays that have like a life partner and they both have a boyfriend, or like they are like a married couple that has a boyfriend. And I don't get it because I've never had that experience, or I won't say that I've never had the desire to. It's just never been something that has like crossed my path or I've ever thought of. I'm not even committing myself to one of you niggas, much less thinking about two. You know, I haven't graduated to that space yet. Amen. Maybe later. Mm-hmm. And from the examples that I've seen of that, it seems that everybody's having a great time, and it can work for some people.
Right.
I think that everybody probably just needs to be very, very honest. It seems like Thomas and Benjamin are having they seem to both be on the same page in terms of what kind of stuff they like in the bedroom.
That's good.
If they want it to be like an official thing where it's the three of y'all or whatever, then I'm not going to say don't do it. But I think that you just kind of have to know what you are willing to do and what you're not willing to do. Like, I don't really know the ins and outs on how that kind of thing is, because again, it's never been a situation for me. What I would do if I was presented with this opportunity, I would
yes, opportunity.
I would probably do a lot of research on polyamorous relationships. I feel like I said that right. And I'd watch YouTube videos and I would
Can YouTube teach you how to do this? It probably can.
There are probably loads of people who are in poly relationships that have like vlogs.
They have channels. Of course they do. Duh.
I would watch and just kind of get various, pull from different experiences from all over the web and just see how not only people who are in polyamorous relationships now, but people who have been, and just kind of see how people have felt about it, because I've never done anything like that before. So I think that if you're like strongly considering it, I would try to either talk to or do research or both on how people feel about it that have experienced it, so you can kind of maybe assess what you might be getting yourself into before you just go in completely blind and don't know what's going on. Because great sex is great. You can have threesomes with loads of people.
Right.
You don't have to commit yourself to a three-way relationship just because the sex is good. You could just keep having threesomes.
Right. I'm going to just let you have all of that, because I feel like I have no...
I mean, have you ever been in a poly relationship?
No.
Right.
I barely am in non-monogamy. I'm barely in whatever they're called when it's just two people relationships. So.
I'm trying to get to you may stay. You can stay tonight.
It's been over a year since I've even let a nigga in my apartment. So
there it is.
I dead ass do not even let niggas in my apartment. So
even
Jesus.
Texting you.
I'm just not the one. I'm really not. So,
and it's not even here's the thing. I'm all for it. I would like to date. I have like little to no love life. If I do, I am not aware of it.
Yeah, no.
So
mine is not as popping as it should be, but
I'm not out here like that, and it's not that I have no desire to.
I just realized they had all this shit piled up in the corner like that.
What is this paranormal activity ass shit?
I have to ask questions about that. Like, where the fuck is that piled up?
Why are they stacked like that?
I just noticed it too. Like, for what? Sorry,
we just got stacked in the corner of the room.
We got distracted by the studio. Sorry, guys.
Poltergeist is in here. Anyway, yeah, whatever. I will be out here, but I'm not even at a place yet where I'm just like, a relationship.
Oh, hell no.
So two niggas?
No. Hell no.
I haven't even found one that I want to see on a regular basis. And it's not because all you niggas are trash. Many of you are.
Right.
Most.
True.
But I just have a lot of my own shit going on, and I feel like that's more important.
I don't have time to build a connection. I'm literally out of town every weekend for the next 6 weeks, and then I have 1 week of a break, and then I'm right back on the road. So I just don't even have the time to be getting emotionally invested in nobody. I'm working, so.
Because then y'all just get in your feelings and resentful and stuff like that.
On top of that.
But the girl works.
Right. She works, and I am my first priority. So,
but
good luck to those of you who are out here trying to create connections with other people. Let
us know how that goes. I'm really interested.
Let's switch gears. We have a question from a lesbian. She said, "You can call me Nichelle. Rest in peace. Amen." She says, "My question is about my wife and her gift giving. We are both in our 40s and have been together for 12 years and married for 5. My wife is a very generous person and loves giving to others. She will often surprise me with random gifts throughout the year just because. My problem is that she's not that great at picking out gifts for me. Usually I just find a way to use or wear what she gives me, but when it's an expensive item, it becomes problematic. She'll hear me express an interest in something and will purchase whatever I need without doing the research first, and then surprises me with the gift. So like when I started running, she bought me a fitness watch. When I mentioned I wanted to start training for a triathlon, she bought me a new bike. When I get myself products like these, I spend a lot of time researching and identifying pertinent qualities to make sure it suits my needs. What she's doing is the equivalent of purchasing me a Hyundai when what I want is a Honda. She gets the gift before I can even express a preference or even know what my preference is.
Right.
She's also very sensitive and retaliatory when she's upset. So if I were to tell her this the wrong way, she would never buy me anything again, real talk. How do I get her to focus less on surprising me with the wrong gift and actually ask me what I need? Or am I just an unappreciative ass bitch who should get over herself? Thanks.
I don't know, man.
I just love this question next to all the questions that have anything to do with even one man. It's like such a disaster.
Because it's never this.
And then lesbians
it's never,
are like,
oh my God, he is so great and he's always buying me nice things and it's just not the thing I want.
And I just need him to fine tune it first. It's never this. She's literally like, I have too many presents for my wife. What do I do? Like, how do I make her a little bit more mindful about this?
So it's not that she's just buying you gifts. It's that she's rushing to buy you things to like make you happy, please you, you know, get you things you can utilize in whatever it is that you're doing or passionate about. But she's not I mean, I totally get it. I feel like this happens to a lot of people. And I can totally understand why you don't want to be like, so that bike that you got was really cute and everything, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want this shit. You know what I'm saying? In one way or the next, I could see.
Even though that's what you meant.
Even though that's what you mean.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Because, like, my mom would buy gifts for my dad all of the time that he could use or something that he sounded like he would use or whatever. And he would act like it was like the greatest gift ever. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then he would go put it down and literally leave. I think like there are probably boxes of unopened products that my dad got for Christmases when I was like 7 that are still in the house that he never opened. And he's never going to be like, oh, I didn't want this one or whatever. Like he's just going to take the gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know of a time where he's ever like taken, like, let's say that my mom bought him like a portable TV or something. I can't think of a time that he went out and just bought another one that was the one that he wanted.
You fucked this up. I'm going to get the one I want.
I don't really know. You know,
I'm thinking she's one of those love language niggas where her love language is gifts and like showing people that way.
Yeah.
So she probably thinks, oh, you mentioned running. I'm getting you these shoes, you know, and she thinks she's being super helpful without taking the way you might feel about it or the things you actually need out of that product into consideration. But people who really love you and want you to be happy with the gift want you to be happy with the gift. Right. So I think there has to be a way for you to say, babe, I appreciate so much that you got me this Fitbit. Really could have used an Apple Watch, but like, it's not that I don't appreciate the gift. It's just that what I need is something slightly different. Like, yes, in this same category of product, but I need one that does XYZ instead of ABC. And like, she can't be mad at you and be like, well, fuck it. I'm just, no, that is unreasonable.
She cannot reasonably be mad. But I can see her being mad.
Well, you have to tell her that is unreasonable. Like,
it is.
I'm not saying never buy me anything. I'm saying if you want to spend the money, don't you want me to actually be able to use it? Like,
don't go ahead and spend. And like she said, like when you're buying things that like cost a bit of money, like
you don't
a fitness watch or a bicycle, you don't want to just go and buy something that I don't want or I'm not going to use or whatever. Like it makes more sense to spend that money on the one that I would actually want. Like I think that if you say that to her in a calm way, like, I'm so appreciative and I love the fact that you, when I say things like this, that you are just like, I'm gonna do this for you. Like, I appreciate that. I love that about you and stuff like that. I just don't want you to waste money on something that I may not use or may not want to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I get it and I don't like, I don't, if you want to buy a gift for somebody, especially as a surprise, you want to go up to them and be like, which kind of bike you want, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I would either get you something that can get you that bike, you know what I mean? I.e. cash or a gift card at the bike store.
Because what the fuck do I know about a triathlon bike? Well, bitch, I don't know nothing about that.
Zero. Or I'm going to put a bug in your sister or best friend's ear or something to try and get it out of you so that I can find the one you want to go and buy it for you.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But if she gets upset, y'all have to be able to have a conversation about buying people things, not just so that they'll love you. Like, maybe let her know, like, I'm going to love you even if you don't buy me random things that I mention. But if you do want to buy random things that I mention, like, it would be very helpful if we weren't spending the same money twice or having to go back and return stuff because it doesn't do what I actually needed to do. Like, that is a reasonable thing to ask of her, and she should be willing. If you need to play her this letter so that she...
I was going to say that.
so that she understands that.
You could just look at her deep in her eyes as this is playing in the background.
I mean, because I understand, like, if I was trying to do something really sweet for my girlfriend and she was like, this is the wrong whatever, like, I might be kind of like, bitch,
right.
Like, I was thinking about your black ass, but that's being selfish about the gift, and it's not supposed to be like that. It is a gift for the person you care about. So our last question, really quick, comes from Girl Interrupted. She said, you guys talk about therapy a lot. I'm currently in the process of moving to a new state, and I'm ready to find someone to talk to for me and my health. When you all first found your therapist, did you strike gold immediately, or did you have to test the waters by utilizing consultations and or a few sessions to find a therapist who fits your needs? Please let me know. Thanks, Girl Interrupted.
I found somebody that I was comfortable with on my second, I don't know what you would call it.
Go round? I don't know.
I don't know what you say. The first, I knew, like I've said before, that I wanted my therapist to be a black woman.
Yeah, that was non-negotiable for me.
And the first black woman I went to was like, she was obviously very well versed and educated and, had all of the right resources and credentials and stuff like that. But I just didn't really get like a familiarity from her, or like, it was just kind of like, I felt way more like examined than I did like somebody that was like listening to me and actually like receiving what I was saying.
Right.
And then like showing me how that attributed to my mental being, basically, and health and all of those kinds of things. It was just, I don't know. I didn't have a connection with her. So I went and I tried somebody else. I just had the one session with her. And I went and tried another woman, and I've been with her for about 2 years now, maybe. So yeah, with her, she also had everything that the other woman had, but I felt like she gave a fuck about what I was talking about and like cared about what I was talking about, but also made sure to inform me and educate me on different ways that the brain works and all of the science and terms behind that and how that, fit what I was going through. She actually diagnosed me. She's the one who gets me, medications and things like that. And it's like, knows pretty much all of my damn business. Right. So I didn't just settle. I didn't do any consultations. I just, I figured I would go and see a couple of people until I found somebody I was comfortable with. And yeah, it's been fine ever since then.
Yeah. I thought that I would do the same thing, like go around and see a bunch of different people. But the very first woman I talked to, like, had me in my feelings immediately and was just like, it just was perfect from the very beginning. So that felt like a huge blessing to just the first time that I was looking for somebody to go talk to face. I've had therapists before. I used my Talkspace therapist after I went through something really heinous last year, and she helped out a lot. But I got to the point where I needed to go cry in front of somebody's face. And so I just felt really fortunate to find somebody that I clicked with immediately. But like Fury said, if you don't feel that connection, or if you feel like you're being judged or not listened to, don't be afraid to be like, to fire your therapist and find another one. Like, they'll be fine. People are different. Everybody's not going to mesh or vibe with each other. It's not necessarily anything wrong with you or anything wrong with the therapist. You just need to find somebody who works for you. And, I felt really strongly about talking to a black woman, but everybody is not like that. And you can feel comfortable. If you have the right therapist, then you can feel comfortable opening up to them about anything regardless.
Because at the end of the day, like, the purpose of it is to get the help that you need.
Right.
And if you are not getting it from the person that you're currently seeing, you're not like... One of the things that I struggle with sometimes is trying my best. I know that I can be harsh sometimes and I can be aggressive, and I do try most of the time. I think that I try not to put people in positions that would like hurt their feelings or make them feel bad or whatever. Like, I honestly think that I'm like a severe empath, sometimes to my own detriment. And so sometimes, like, even with the first lady I saw, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, she's going to feel so bad. She's going to feel like, you know, like she ain't shit because I'm not going to go back, or like, how's she going to feel or whatever. And I was just like, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, because that's when my grandmother had just died, and that's why I was going.
Right.
And I was like, I just need to feel good. I need somebody who's going to help me, so I didn't go back. You know what I'm saying? And the lady has clients.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's doing fine.
She's going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Just like the
right.
lady who I see now has multiple clients. The purpose of going to therapy is to get help for yourself.
Yes.
So if you're not, do what you need to do, adjust whatever you need to adjust so that you're being properly helped. It don't make no sense for you to be spending money or doing whatever and you're not getting anything out of it.
And honestly, I truly believe everybody could benefit from therapy. It is so, God, like, working through your shit is just really difficult, but very important and very much needed. So I hope you find somebody you vibe with. That's going to wrap up the questions this week. Send yours to asktheread@gmail.com and we'll be back.
Hey guys, we would like to thank Squarespace for their continued support of The Read. Squarespace is the place where your new website lives. Right out of the box, you get customizable templates built by world-class designers, and no matter what your website is for, you can use Squarespace's analytics to grow your audience in real time. That is always very helpful. Plus, your Squarespace site is mobile-ready out of the box with built-in search engine optimization. If you are just getting into website building and creation for the first time, let me tell you that on the old school tip that I know of.
Okay.
Building a website, period, is already hard, but then trying to get it to also look cute on a phone, shoot, man.
Okay, you had to do extra shit to make it look good on mobile, and now you kids have it straight out the box.
It's just all taken care of.
Man.
But even if you do find yourself in need of a little bit of help, Squarespace has an award-winning 24/7 customer support that is there to help you.
Yep, there is no reason to delay any further. Go ahead and start your new website today. Go to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to go live, just use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/read, offer code READ. Keep dreaming, but make it a reality. Yes, like but make it fashion.
Okay.
With Squarespace and The Read. Let's move on.
Remember, today's podcast is being brought to you also by Talkspace, the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. All you need is a computer with an internet connection or the Talkspace mobile app. That means you can improve your mental health even if you've had trouble making time for it in the past, which can be difficult. My God, I know.
Really can.
I didn't know adulting meant that you have something to do all of the time, and that many times you don't get to do what you need to do or what you want to do because you have other things to do.
So real.
Remember, therapy is not just about venting your innermost thoughts or digging into childhood memories. It's also about practical, everyday strategies for stress management and living a happier life. Like Crystal said earlier, pretty much everybody can use some kind of therapy.
Amen.
Having a therapist simply provides you a designated person for you to talk to who is trained to listen and help you make positive changes, judge-free.
Yes, so that is what's really important. The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges we all face. And yeah, sometimes you might be bringing up childhood memories or whatever, and sometimes you're just learning how to cope in a healthy way. That doesn't mean...
maybe got on your nerves that week.
Yeah. And sometimes you need to learn how to deal with your anger in a way that is productive and healthy and good for you, as opposed to being something that makes you feel worse. I'm just saying, like, therapy is everything.
Facts.
So to match with a perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/read and use code READ to get $45 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's code READ at Talkspace.com/read. It's therapy for how we live today. Love you so much, Talkspace. Let's wrap up the show.
So we're back, and it is now time for our read.
It is. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, well, I just have two quick things to mention. First, I wasn't even going to talk about this story out of, I believe, California. 3 Black women were checking out.
I knew it. This was what I was going to do.
Do you want me to not?
No, you can go ahead.
So I wasn't going to talk about it because honestly, it was like 3 times a day over the past 10 days. Some story has come out about white people being ridiculous to us. And like calling the police.
Authorities when we're minding our actual everyday business.
So these 3 women were leaving their Airbnb in Rialto when a white neighbor called the police on them and said that there were 3 Black people stealing stuff. And apparently she was upset because she waved at them, but they did not acknowledge her back. So they sent out 7 cop cars. This is what the black girls said. 7 police officers came out, and there was a copter tracking them. They locked down the whole damn neighborhood and had these girls standing in the street and all this. And meanwhile, all they are doing is taking their things
and leaving, or trying to leave.
What burglar... I just want to know what burglar this white woman thought was going to be going into the house with suitcases.
In the middle of the day, with luggage, wearing like bright, casual denim, and like an Afro punk
It's just
hat.
ridiculous.
Like, who is stealing?
The police are like, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Of course it wasn't.
Because they didn't have their guns pointed, they felt like, we don't even know why you're complaining. Okay. We're complaining because white people... It's not even really about the police. It's not even that I don't really believe that she was concerned that her neighbor's house was getting robbed, because I feel like you probably know if your neighbor rents out that house on Airbnb or not.
I feel like you probably
do. I think this was more of, I waved to those black bitches and they didn't wave back. Right.
To act like they weren't going to acknowledge
So
me.
I really hate that white people know. They know that if we do something they don't like, they can just call the police and the police will handle us for them.
Right.
They know it. And that's why all of this, black people should just start calling the police on white people for the dumb shit they do. Like, that's a cute idea and like fun in theory, but it doesn't work like that.
It just doesn't.
They know that the police are these niggas aren't bowing down to me in a way that I like, and so I can make them do it. That's literally all that is. But still, I wasn't going to talk about it because, like I said, this has happened nonstop. But then the owner of the Airbnb...
Yep.
said that the situation could have been avoided had the black women used some common courtesy. She said if the kids had simply smiled at the neighbor and waved back and acknowledged her and said, we're just Airbnb guests checking out, none of this would have happened. But instead they were rude, unkind, and not polite.
So they deserved for
Bitch,
the police to
what? I do not owe you kindness or politeness or anything else. I owe you the money that I agreed to pay for this house, and that is it. I for damn sure don't owe your sloppy mouth, nasty breath neighbors a goddamn thing. Not a wave, not an acknowledgement of any, not a head nod, not a goddamn thing. I don't owe you anything. They really act like for us to be in their spaces, the heavy air quotes around that we have to like bow to their presence and make sure they know like, oh, well, I'm a good black. I'm here for a good reason. I'm here because I paid my way to be here. Da, 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 da. This. I don't owe you none of that bullshit. Those 3 ladies, apparently one is Bob Marley's granddaughter. And so she's like, I love to sue. Can't wait to do it. So really excited for that. But those 3 ladies paid their money, stayed at the Airbnb, presumably did not wreck it or burn it down or anything else, and were simply ready to leave and go back home and do whatever it is they were doing. And here y'all go, causing problems for them just for being black women and not being, what is the word I'm looking for? For not acting like they needed to bow to make white people comfortable. Yes, subservient. They felt like, I don't have to be docile about it. I do not have to make you feel
and if you were there, why
presence.
didn't you just be like, oh, they were just checking out of my house?
So then what? See, it's like all of this could have been avoided if white people weren't racist. But
that's it.
But no, that's too much like right. It's more like you black bitches need to smile and acknowledge us and make sure we feel comfortable around you. No, fuck y'all. We're off that. We're not making y'all feel good no more. So fuck that bullshit. The other thing I wanted to bring up is something that I really feel like in my everyday life, I don't have too many opportunities to get mad because I'm pretty slow to anger in my regular everyday life. But lately people have been trying me and I just don't understand it. So remember a few weeks ago, I told you about...
Shabeki.
No, although Shabeki did try my life. No, I told you this wasn't on the show, about that company that emailed me and was like, hey, will you come to this event and do an Instagram story and do like 6 posts and all this other stuff for some ridiculously low amount of money?
Yeah.
So I have a little group chat with the friends where I just send messages like that to them and clown the people who do stuff like that, because I'm just like, girl, who are you talking to? I'm not doing all this social for these pennies you offered me. So that was a mess, but I figured that was just like a one-off kind of thing. Nobody had ever really approached me like that before, asking me to do something that was like so much work for such little money. So I just thought, oh, what? Girl, you crazy. And move forward. So I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, somebody else, different company, hit me up and asked me to do a couple social media campaigns for a brand, and offered me, or actually didn't offer me a dollar amount, said, would love to know what your rate is for these things. It was like one tweet and one Instagram post. Mm-hmm. So I replied to the email and gave out a number. Let's say the number was $10,000. It isn't. I'm just throwing that out there. This man came back and said, well, the budget is $2,000, so let me know if you have room for negotiation in that. Literally came back with something that was 1/5 of what I quoted. So I ignored the email because I was like, we don't have nothing else to talk about. Right. The answer is no. He emailed me back again 3 days later and was like, just following up on this, trying to see, can we make something happen, da-da-da-da-da. And I was really confused by that because I'm like, you asked what my rate was. I told you. You sent back something that was a joke. And so then I ignored you. So I hit him back and I said, thank you so much for this offer, but the rate is too low for the number of posts and the live time. They wanted it live on social for a year. And he emailed me back like 15 minutes later and was like, girl, it is just one Instagram post and one Twitter post. Unfortunately, the rate you gave me is too high compared to the market at this time. Is there any flexibility?
This is why I don't honestly.
I was like, okay, so it was one thing.
You should have never even responded.
I really should not have. When he hit me back the second time after he quoted me that ridiculous rate and then hit me back the second time, I should have just deleted it and moved right the fuck on. But he asked for a follow-up and I said, thank you. But the rate is too low for what I said. It's just not the same. It's nowhere near acceptable it's nowhere near what I would agree to.
It's not even close to what I'm talking about.
And then you came back and was like, well, it's just this and it's just this and your rate is too high. No, bitch, my rate is not too high. Your budget is not high enough. If you want to put out one tweet and one Instagram for your client through my social, this is what it costs. If you cannot afford that, there are lots and lots and lots of people out there who will do it for much cheaper. Go find one of them and leave me the fuck alone. How you gonna tell me my rate is too high?
People pay it.
You don't. Girl.
That's the gag. It's not like you're not people pay it. You may not be able to.
You can't pay it.
And there's not anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But it just means you're not going to get the services from me. That's just it.
That's it. Why can't you just accept? Because the other girl, the one who hit me up weeks ago for that other thing, and I told her, the rate that you are quoting me is entirely too low for me building Instagram stories and doing 3 different posts and all. I'm not doing all that for the amount of money you offer. And she's like, well, I really didn't think it was that bad. I'm like,
yeah, of course I don't.
I mean, I'm sure you didn't. However, I don't understand why y'all are trying to make me feel bad for setting rates and sticking to them. I'm not desperate to promote your thing. I'm just not. So if you...
And I think it's real easy for people to do that with girls too. Because even before...
They try the fuck out of me.
Before I had Alex doing all of this shit for me, I always come back and be like, this is the number or whatever. And I will say yes, no. I already have all of my rates and stuff like that. And in fact, Alex will raise it plenty of times for both of us. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not even going to have that conversation with you at this point. But when I did, on YouTube, blogs, all of that kind of stuff, it was just if I actually did respond to you and be like, nah, this is too low or whatever, I never got any kind of sass back. If you did get upset, you weren't saying it to me.
This has been twice now in a month that somebody has been offended that I said your rate is too low. I don't have the biggest social media audience, it's true, but I don't have to. My audience on social media is not what's paying my bills.
Even if your rate was too high and it was absolutely ridiculous and how dare you.
It's my rate.
You're not going to make me change it just because you want to be like, oh, girl, well, this is what.
It's only
I guess I just
this
won't
and
make
it's
no
only
money.
that.
And that's not your business.
Right.
If I just don't get paid because I just have the nerve to be charging the girls too much, that's my business. But that's not the case.
So, it was so annoying. I looked at that email. I just blinked at it. I was like, is this man really telling me that I am not justified in setting whatever rate I want to for my... you are the one asking me to promote this project. I'm not asking you for any favors. Like,
nothing.
You came into my inbox. This is what I charge. You can either pay it or not. Either way, I'm going to be just fine and going on about my business. So for you to come back and be like, it's just this and this, and unfortunately, your rate is too high. Okay, so that sounds like it's unfortunate for you and your people. I suggest you move around and go find somebody who will do it cheaper. I have some ads that I can send you. I'm sure those girls would be more than happy, but it won't be me. Leave me the fuck alone about it. Trying to insinuate that it's something wrong with me for saying this is what I cost. You can pay it or go away. Girl, fuck y'all.
Well,
and that's it. I'm done.
And let that be the lesson to anybody who is like, whatever kind of business it is that you are running, services that you're running. I don't care if you're a DJ. I don't care if you're an accountant. I don't care. Like, I don't care what it is that you do. Like, you have to obviously be very aware, very cognizant of what your worth is and what is doing too much and what is doing too little. And when you get like a solid understanding of what that is, don't make anybody make you feel like there's something wrong with you or you're just doing too much or you're just doing too little. Like, there's always going to be somebody who can't afford to pay you what it is that you charge. Right. That's not your problem or your fault. It's plenty of things that I would love to go and walk into a store and buy right now. And I can't afford it. I don't have the money.
And I don't get to ask whoever made it. Right. Well, I don't have the money for it. Can I have it for $20?
I can't go down and, be like, man, please have the G-Wagon. I just feel like
I want it so
you're
much.
actually being so unreasonable, and I believe what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
Beyonce, I'm not spending $450 on a jacket. Can I please have it for $35?
Ma, I got this. You will pay $450 for it. That is what it costs.
You will pay it, or you will not have it.
$450. You will not have a jacket.
Blame capitalism, girl. You can just blame capitalism, but I refuse. I will not lower my rate on something that is not. It wasn't even. It's something that I would have been into it otherwise. But for you to, first of all, disrespect the rate and then come at me like it was something wrong with me, that is just so,
like, no shade.
It's just so out of pocket.
And the fact that we've been running ads on this show for literally years at this point, we gagged really early on in, that whole process.
We got so excited.
I was like, oh wait, people really pay
for
this much amount of money for like people with legitimate advertising budgets pay the girl. Like you will actually be shocked how much money people spend on advertising because it's real. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the budget for what it is that you're trying to get done, it is what it is, girl. And you can go to your friends, coworkers, peers, your mom and your daddy and be like, how dare that wench Kid Fury think that I was gonna and that's okay. You cannot like it, but I'm not gonna change it because you don't like it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
And then try to make it about the size of my audience. Like, again, girl, you came to me, and if you want me to talk to these 95,000 or whatever people on Instagram, then you are gonna have to pay what I feel the rate should be. It's just that simple. And if that's not okay, that is fine. Move forward in a polite way and go find somebody else to do it. Trying to come back and check me like it's something wrong with me for having standards, bitch. Please.
Of course you don't have the budget, bitch, because you sending emails talking about, girl, it's just like, who even emails like that? Like, who?
Your rate is too high for the market. Well, I'm sorry, but the company that you listed you were on behalf of is making billions upon billions and barely paying their workers a damn thing. So what you can definitely do is run me the money that I am asking for. And if not, then you can move right along.
And I was just going to say, like, multi-million, multi-billion-dollar companies run into this same thing every single day where they go to somebody and say, we want to run ads on this, or we want to promote this, or do blah, blah, blah. And another company will be like, this is like, come on, like Sprite and whoever the fuck else every day. I'm sure they're like, oh, we won't be paying you girls that. Thank you very much. Go on and be like, that's business.
Right.
Anyway.
So it just annoyed the shit out of me. I'm like, is this what season I'm in now? Of me telling people what the rate is and them just being like, fuck your rate. Don't you want to do it for half that? No, girl, I don't.
That just comes with the territory.
I sure don't. I'm just going to stop answering emails.
That's it.
I'm just going to have to stop.
Anytime you run a business or anything like that where that's a part of things where you're charging people stuff, like I have a lot of friends that DJ and they'll probably get life from that read because it's the same shit. Like, bitch, this is how much I charge.
This goes for every creative.
If
you are just starting out and a company hits you up about promotion, you know, and you say, well, me mentioning you on my blog is $25 or whatever, and they try to tell you it's 10, bitch, no, it's 25.
I will take 25.
And I want my 25 fucking dollars.
Period.
I'm charging this rate because this is what I have been paid for in the past for doing this exact same work.
Or this is just what it's worth.
Or I don't like, and that's another thing. I don't like doing a bunch of sponsored shit on social media anyway. Social media is my place to not work. So so I don't like doing a whole bunch of sponsors. I'm terrible at promotion. You can ask Alex. We're both really bad at promoting ourselves for anything. So if you're going to have me do something I don't particularly want to do anyway, you're going to pay for it. So kiss my ass.
Tits. Well, I'll pass a read.
Pass the read like we used to.
Okay.
I don't know where this is really going to go because I didn't really read it, but it seems fun. This email comes from T. It says, okay, look, I'm not trying to assume anything about your physical ability, and this is not some ableist diatribe. You can't always see what's wrong with people. However, dear white girl on the train, I saw you sprint with the speed of a gazelle to the coveted corner seat. I saw you contort the entire fuck out of your body, traversing the bags that sat in your way. I, too, know the comfort of getting a seat on the A train at rush hour when you live in the Heights.
Yes, God, it is. That's a blessing.
It is factual that it's a blessing.
Child.
I won't deny anyone their joy. But you have lost your damn mind if you think it's all right to sit your narrow white ass down while this woman who had been in her 70s, though a brilliant example of the power of melanin, had to hold on to 2 railings to keep herself standing. And I know you saw her. You and the woman made eye contact, and then you made eye contact with me. In both those moments of non-physical, non-verbal communication, both myself and the elderly fly sis were asking you to stand the whole fuck up. After witnessing our ask, you slid the fuck deeper into your seat and looked at your phone, probably liking all of Taylor Swift's Insta pics. I hate you. That's what it says in all caps. I hate you. I'm aware that you have been taught your entire life that your comfort is more important than black health. I know that from a young age, people assumed your innocence and grace and treated you as a perfect little angel, and those who confront you as monsters. I know that the world is built around, for, and by people who look exactly like you, and so that seat is to you your birthright. But bitch, it's 2018 and this is New York, and you got some fucking nerve. I have a public service announcement for white people listening. White people don't believe yo daddy. You do have to stand the fuck up when elderly black people need a seat. A pregnant black woman is a pregnant woman, so get the fuck up. If they are assumed to be over 50, throw some respect on that and add a sir or a ma'am. You can wear a Black Lives Matter shirt and rock the newest Ivy Park, but if you're recognizing black humanity isn't a daily practice, you are a fraud, and God shall curdle your skin like spoiled milk. Don't do that to yourself. Yes, we are magic, but we are human, and we age, and our knees hurt, and our backs bend. See us authentically or risk getting cussed the fuck out regularly, because I'm unleashed in Trump's America. Love you, Crystal and Kid Fury. Keep on keeping on T.
I love how many people are jazzed up behind this fucking evil Cheeto in the White House. And
what else can we do?
Right. You have to be angry and resist in as many ways as possible. I personally only get up for elderly people and pregnant women. And then if there is like a very small child, like under 7. Like who cannot stand up and steady himself.
You know, like when an infant's knees or legs just finally unfold straight.
I would get up, right.
It's like, oh,
I used to be like, why do y'all get up for kids? But after seeing some children take a tumble on the train, I was like, oh, I get it now. Because they little asses just can't stay upright.
They can't handle all of that force. Right.
So I'm glad to get up for those 3 categories of people.
Absolutely.
Everybody else is every man for themselves. But I really feel like most of us know this. And it's just, I don't know how you can sit on the train with a 70-year-old woman in front of you, black or white or any other race.
Any color.
Because even if she's white, I'm still going to feel that in my heart. Like, bitch, you really going to sit here while this
knees hurt. And God willing, I make it to my 70s.
Right.
I don't want some little raggedy ass bitch being disrespectful to me. Empath. Like, I be thinking
Yes,
about people.
right. Oh my God. My therapist told me the other day, I don't know why you act like you're heartless because you're actually very sensitive to other people's feelings. And I was like, bitch, what? But then I thought about it and I was like, oh, it's true.
Same.
Like, I really am that way.
I was like, maybe I'm this dark because I'm so tired of thinking about everybody else.
So, but that is just shit, man.
Plus, there are like little signs and things like on all of the trains that talk about train courtesy and shit.
Right.
And I know on there it says, hey, elderly people be wanting to sit down.
Right.
Pregnant women, feet be hurting.
Right.
Like, so
and
even
y'all
if
be running to get on the train so you can sit down before they can.
Sprinting.
Trash.
Sprinting.
It's just garbage.
And the girls be acting like, oh, so you're just a lift girl now. Like, I don't be wanting to deal with all that fuck shit.
It's a lot. It is, but I still carry my ass on the train.
I'll do it sometimes.
I pretty much take the train every day, especially when I have to come down to the studio because I will not fight Manhattan traffic to come down to the studio. I don't know how you tolerate it. It would drive me crazy to sit in a car and not move. I cannot do it.
I'm so okay with it.
I really can't. It bothers the hell out of me. I would get on that train and just zone out as much as possible.
The train is like the same thing, except it stinks and it stops, and there are a billion people around you doing all kinds of
I can't even defend
things.
MTA because MTA is garbage, but the train at least swoops its ass right through the city. And
if you're lucky.
If you are lucky and there are no ridiculous delays for some unknown reason, then the train can be a very efficient way to get downtown and Brooklyn and everywhere else.
Or if there's not a rat b-boy box party.
Yeah, there's too many times that it's
rat
just a
cipher.
train wreck, though, right? There's too many times where you're on the train. It's like, we have been delayed because two niggas at Spring Street decided to start fighting and the police are investigating. It's just like, I don't have time for this.
We're usually the point you just don't even react to it anymore. You're like, okay, it's not going to take long.
Right? Like, oh, do I have a signal? Let me text my boss. I am stuck on the fucking A. And for some reason, the A always gets me more than any other train. I'd be like, why do I have these problems with
Plus, I
want to love you, A train.
I can write these car rides to studio off.
I mean, yeah, it's just the fact that I'm like paying so much more than what the train would cost to sit in traffic. It drives me crazy.
I be having my Switch is in my bag right now.
Oh yeah, unless I have a book. Speaking of the Switch, wait, are we done? I don't want to.
I'm finished.
Okay.
T, you gave me life. Well written, well expressed, all facts. We appreciate you.
So I am doing so well in Breath of the Wild. I have finished all the side quests except the Trial of the Sword. That one can kiss my ass. It's too much work. I'm not going to do it.
They're very difficult.
Yeah, they're trash. But I started doing the champion sword thing.
Oh, yes.
So I finally did get to the point where I figured out you have to be strategic about it when you go and kill all them niggas.
Okay.
So figured out a way to do that, unlocked all those shrines, got the orbs. I don't know have you done this part yet?
No.
Am I spoiling the video game for you if I tell you this?
It's fine. By the time I play that game again, I won't.
So I thought, I did it. Oh my God, this was so hard. And I finally did. I got all 4 of the shrines. I'm finna go upgrade my stamina wheel again. And then they were like, plot twist, bitch. The fucking sword thing that they gave you bursts into pieces. One shard lands at each of the divine beasts. So you have to go back.
They wake them up.
Nigga, they don't wake them up. They go back and you have to go to 3 different, it's like trials. So you have to go back and do 3 different activities. I started with the electricity nigga because he was the hardest one before. So I was like, I'm going to get the hard one out the way now. But I have the Thunder Helm now. You know, and it makes you you can't get electrocuted when you have it on. So I was like, I got this shit. But then they take all your clothes and shit when you go fight.
Of course they do.
Right? So I'm like, you sons of bitches. But anyway, it's these 3 different things you have to go do to collect these specific orbs for that divine beast. And then you, once you have all 3 of them, you go back and you fight like in the memory.
What?
Like it's like very hazy and it's like pink and blackish.
Oh,
but
I know what you're talking about.
I had to fight that Thunderblight Ganon nigga again.
Right.
And I was just like, I don't. And they took all my stuff except like this one outfit. They gave me 2 weapons, no bows and arrows.
Yeah.
And I just had to make it happen, but I killed that nigga on the first try. Ew.
Well, amen to that.
Yes.
I have not even stepped back into that world. I'm trying so many different things.
I'm obsessed with Breath of the Wild. I play it every day. So now I'm working on the Daruk one. Hopefully I'll have the other ones done.
Oh my gosh.
Before
did you play
this
the
weekend.
Harry Potter game on the phone?
Excuse me? There's a Harry Potter game?
You like make yourself a wizard and then you go to Hogwarts.
Bitch. I'm downloading it right now.
It's kind of like one of those. Like, remember when I admitted to playing that Kim Kardashian game?
Everybody played that Kim Kardashian
It was
game.
lit.
But I had a hack that gave me unlimited money.
That's the only reason I played it.
I didn't give Kim Kardashian a dime.
Not 1 cent. Are you kidding?
With the hack, I had all the little upgrades.
I said, you started your life rich and got famous for nothing. I'm doing the same. But it's kind of like that where you like tap the different things and it's like time-based.
Okay.
But then you also learn spells, you duel, you choose what house you want to be in.
I'm finna play.
And like, I think it's sort of a prequel to the first Harry Potter story because like I think he's still a baby when you go to school or whatever. But that has been taking a lot of my time up too and my money. But you don't have to spend any money on it.
But it just takes so long to play if you don't spend money on it.
I know, but whatever.
Okay.
I've been playing the fuck out of that.
Okay, well, it's downloading on my phone right now.
It is just so cute.
Very excited.
And you can like be in Snape's class and of course he's a bitch and guess who's in it? Your friend.
My friend.
Peeves the poltergeist.
Peeves is it?
I haven't like, I don't know if you got to speak to him yet, but I've just seen him like flying around the school in several points.
Do you have to have internet for it to work? Can I play this on the train?
I would suggest that you use Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But I don't think you have to.
Oh, wait, it
just
starts
takes
up.
forever.
Oh, this looks like the real Professor McGonagall.
Right, doesn't it? It's cute.
Oh, okay. Let me stop. We're still taping the show. Let me not play it right now.
Well, I think that wraps everything up.
Yeah, that wraps up this week's episode. Make sure you check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. Do you have any news this week, Kid Furry?
Thank you to everyone in St. Louis for a good time. You mostly kept yourselves, in check.
I truly loved the questions in St. Louis.
Yeah, I saw some people saying like, sorry, so many people were a mess. And I was like,
we've seen a mess. That wasn't.
So one girl got dragged.
Well, but she
deserved it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Right. So that's fine.
I mean, she didn't say anything. And she wasn't even offensive to us. She was just like, all of my friends are lit except one of us. He's a bum and like he's got like the temps on his car still from like years ago and like baby mama drama.
We don't understand why he's broke and not graduating.
He wears Skechers.
We're like, girl, stop.
Sound like you're
bougie
stuck up
for no reason, right?
For nothing.
So thanks, St. Louis, for coming out. Toronto, you are up next on June 2nd. Tickets at thereadlive.com.
Drake will be there.
He definitely won't.
Okay.
Thank you to Logan and Ashley from Dear White People for coming through last week. Shout out to everybody who watched Kid Fury on Netflix and tagged me in it. I have not started the season yet, but I have a long plane ride to Portland tomorrow, so I'm hoping to knock it out then. So look at you being famous.
It took me a few days to watch it. But I did.
Do you love it?
I don't hate it.
Are you like so critical of yourself?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, why do I look like this?
Yeah.
Ugh, why did I say? Oh,
yes, I am.
Shut up.
But I got mostly very, very, very kind and encouraging comments from everybody, so I really appreciate it. It's like awesome, and I had a really great time, and everybody was super, super nice. So thanks again to Justin and Yvette and everybody at Dear White People for letting me be a part of your show.
So upset that I didn't go to LA last week because it looked like a good ass time at the premiere. I saw Lena Waithe and I was like, really?
Yeah, she's a monster. She's a mega. Yeah. She's a powerhouse.
I feel like I have to stop like publicly lusting after people so that's not weird when I
actually see them.
Yes.
Maybe. Especially since she has like a whole entire
fiance.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm very respectful of
and
lesbian relationships.
Right. Because they mean something.
Especially that photo shoot they did.
Try.
Them hoes is in love. I'm not trying to, I cannot come in between that. So
yeah. So thanks for all of that. Yes, Toronto, you're coming up next. I'm so excited because it's like summer in Toronto is always a good time.
Yep.
And Sweet Heat is a week away.
Oh my God, yes. And we was just making an arrangement with the weed man today. So make sure we have our shit ready when we arrive on Thursday. I'm just so excited.
And I need it. I'm still going to be doing work while I'm there, I know, but I will be doing work poolside with a daiquiri.
High and on them margaritas.
Frozen alcoholic beverage on the side with my ass out and not having to worry about a motherfucking thing because them hoes ain't there for me.
I mean,
thrills.
Truly, they not there for me either, but I'm going to have a great time regardless. Also, Oakland, y'all are up on June 9th. All those tickets at thereadlab.com. And then we will be at Essence Fest in New Orleans on July 6th, but I believe that show is sold out. So.
It is. Okay. I cannot wait to get a beignet. Like, I cannot wait to eat.
You know what? Not even judging you because that's what everybody says when they're going to New Orleans. Like, oh, let me make a list of all the places.
I'm like excited, for the festival and the concerts
I love
and all
Essence
that stuff
Fest.
too. But
so
like
fun.
The first and foremost for me is food.
Very excited to host a soundstage and just be at the festival and all that.
And go to Popeyes.
Also that gumbo and that jambalaya.
Pralines.
Bitch will be on it.
I'm bringing no less than 10 pralines home. And hot sauces.
Them pralines be tasting like pure butter.
How?
New Orleans is a perfect place. It's
first time I went to New Orleans was the first time I ever had a praline. And I remember saying like my only memory or knowledge of pralines was praline ice cream.
Right.
I never knew it was like a thing.
Yeah, it's a whole candy.
My God.
It's a whole candy.
Life.
They're amazing.
And the niggas, look.
They find them accents and they
line up now. In the words of Blanche Devereaux, hi boys.
Oh man,
I'll be.
We're gonna have a fun summer. All right.
Well, guys,
do we have an acronym?
EAPSAL.
EAPSAL.
Yes.
Eat a pussy, suck a labia.
So close.
Suck a lesbian?
It was save a life.
Save a life. You know what? I'm going to take it as a win anyway.
Both of those are accurate. Have a great week.
Bye, y'all.